live.
Well, yes, you heard that. No, we didn't stutter.
We're gonna treat this as a normal video, even though this is being recorded on a live stream because my iPad can't hold space. But yeah, this is going to be our review of.
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, let's take this from the top.
Let me take you to the top.
Let's take this from the top. All right. The song you're listening to now is Pokemon Red and Blue Title Orchestral Remix by Rebecca E. Tripp.
You might be wondering...
What?
Well, yes, my 1,400... Well, yes, our 1,400 subscribers, and my 1.4 thousand subscribers.
And no, probably like 3 of you are going to watch the recording of this.
Yes, I know what you're thinking. Yes, I know it. I know what you're probably thinking right now.
What are we thinking?
Oh, haven't you guys already talked about these? Are you guys seriously talking about Kanto again?
Yes, because the previous video sucked ass.
One of them was my Little League Did boy was fucking tired out of my ass.
That's a weird sentence. We're live. Don't be a dumbass.
And the other one was probably the other one was probably also bad.
Yeah.
An absolute mess. So what's this?
Well, this.
I mean, you guys
is well, we don't really have a name for it, but it's a massive retrospective of every single Pokemon game ever. The main series.
And what I mean in that,
we mean every one of them, every iteration of every region, except for Alola, because we already did that in recent memory.
Already did that last year. So.
And we already rated Pokemon and important characters and stuff in that video.
So this is. Now you're probably wondering, yeah, what are we? So yes, we're doing every game, but not just that.
Yes.
It's not that simple. We're gonna be doing each region.
We're not going to be going in game order. Well, sort of. We're going in region order. We're going to go through each region and review each game that has that region as the central setting in order of their release.
Yes.
So the first section of this marathon is the Kanto section, which is going to be the longest.
Yes,
both as an introduction to the series and as a because there's more Kanto games than any other region.
So I'm going to be looking at 5.
We're going to be dividing this into 5 videos. In order. The first video we're on right now will be the Pokemon on Red and Green, the original Japanese versions. And the second video will be Pokemon Red and Blue, the localized versions. And along with the sort of changes made to that in the Japanese Blue version.
And the games are based, and these ones are based.
The localized versions were based on. We'll be going into Pokemon Yellow, the weird middle child of the Kanto games.
Then we'll be talking about
the first ever main series remake in Pokemon history, Fire Red Leaf Green.
And then we'll
be going to
cap this off with
the most recent remake at the time of this recording. I know we're getting Sinnoh remakes. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And to simplify things, we're not going to be reviewing every Pokemon in the first video, or every Pokemon in every video for that matter.
Because we'd be here for way too long.
We've divided the Pokemon up into 30 per Kanto game, with the last video having 33 because we're going to cover all the mythicals at the end. Which is 30 in the first 4 videos, 33 in the last video. Hopefully the ratings aren't too much. Hopefully this isn't too confusing of a structure. But we just thought it'd be easier than going over every single Pokemon in the first video. Oh, and would help sort of even out the length of these videos.
Hopefully.
I mean, we are only going over the whole plot structure in this video.
Yeah.
Because, well,
for the most part,
the remakes stay pretty true to the originals.
Maybe with the exception of Let's Go.
Oh, that one has a lot of changes.
Alright, so I guess,
and I really think that's all we need to say about this.
This is...
But keep in mind, this won't be necessarily in region order, because we might skip Sinnoh.
We might skip Sinnoh if this isn't done by November.
We might skip Sinnoh if we're already done with
Hoenn
before November.
We might skip Sinnoh. If that...
At the rate Noah's been playing through the games for these reviews, we will probably be skipping Sinnoh until we've done all the other regions first.
I played through all 5 games in less than a month.
Specifically for the purpose of making this video, along with covering key side content. So you better believe we're ready to take on the Kanto region definitively this time.
Alright, so... Alright.
Well, without further ado,
and I guess
let's get into the development of Pokemon Red and Green.
Introduction to the introduction and development.
And
the introduction.
Yeah. Into this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. No, sorry, it's not the development. Sorry, I'm confused. Pokemon Red and Green.
Well,
they're the first Pokemon games ever released.
Yeah.
Right now you're listening to Pokemon Red/Blue Trap Remix by Trap Music Now.
Oh, well, what is there to... Introduction.
Well, let's go over what is this game. How would you describe this game to an outsider?
Oh, Pokemon Red and Green are... Pokemon Red and Green are two games the Game Boy... in which you play the role of a Pokemon trainer, and your goal is to catch Pokemon, but also defeat the 8 gym leaders in the Kanto region and become the Pokemon League champion by challenging the Pokemon League. Along the way, you have to stop up an evil organization and catch as many Pokemon as possible, and decide which 6 Pokemon you want to use on your team. Use it for your main team. You could do. There's a lot of ways you could go about it. Yeah. Really? It's a pretty open-ended game, dude. Aim around the middle. There are a few things you might need to look up. Yeah.
Generally, the game isn't very.
You probably shouldn't be getting lost.
You shouldn't be getting lost for most things.
I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, that's surprising for an RPG in the mid-90s.
Yeah. No. Modern day creature collecting RPGs would include the only one I can think of modern, a new modern series is Yokai Watch.
Yeah.
There's can you think of any other ones?
Not. Where are you going with this?
I'm just giving some modern examples. Yeah. Is that really all you think we need to know?
Yeah, I think that's really all. Now, of course,
Oh, Pokemon also possess elements.
Types.
Types, which is an elemental system. There's certain type. Each move in Pokemon possesses a type.
Yep.
Damaging moves of one type are super effective against other types.
Yep.
Types of Pokemon that you use them on. For example, an electric type move would be super effective on a water or flying type Pokemon, and quad effective on a water and flying type Pokemon like Gyarados.
Meanwhile, ground type Pokemon are completely immune to electric type moves. It was like Thunderbolt. Those Pokemon whose types match the move, that's the type of the move they're using, get a 1.5 times damage buff.
Same type of attack bonus.
Which is known as same type attack bonus. Yes, which means the Thunderbolt, which means it's two Pokemon with an electric type and a normal type with the same special attacks. If you have an electric type and a normal type with the same special stat, both using Thunderbolt, the electric type would still do more damage because of the same type attack bonus. Yes, and really, yeah. Yeah, you think that's good?
Yeah, I think that's good. There's 15 in total.
Well, there's 15 types in total in Pokemon Red and Green specifically. Though there were more there were a few more types added in later generations.
All right, so I think that covers the basic introduction
and the basis for the series, really.
Yeah.
So let's get into the development of this game.
How did
Pokemon, the highest-grossing franchise of all time, come to be?
Well, right now you're listening to
Pokemon Red and Blue Team Rocket Hideout Remix by Glitch X City. Music Note. That is their username.
The idea of Pokemon all started with the childhood of one man, and Satoshi Tajiri. He born in 1965 in Tokyo. He spent his childhood roaming in the rural area. Rural area, catching and collecting bugs, his favorite hobby. However, as the years went by, so owed to urbanization, forcing Tajiri to leave the dwindling insect population to find his next passion. And Tajiri soon found himself in the world of arcades and video games. This newfound obsession inciting him due to the lack of media surrounding the topic. It created a fanzine in which would share tips and tricks about certain games. This magazine, in which he named Game Freak, slowly took off over time. Which I did Tajiri meeting a young artist by the name of Ken Sugimori, who, unbeknownst to all, would also end up as an essential aspect of what would later become Pokemon. However, as Game Freak grew, so did Tajiri's frustration with the video games of the time, finding them generally unpolished. He then thought of creating his own game, which as 1989 rolled around, finally to take form as Nintendo released the Game Boy. Upon witnessing the technicalities, namely the connectivity between he brought about the link cable, with Tajiri immediately thinking about living creatures traveling from one console to the other, or thanks to said cable. Soon after Tajiri and Sugimori, he turned their self-published fanzine in business and into the eponymous video game company. He originally geared toward puzzle games, successive Square's Final Fantasy Legend, and cemented Tajiri and his passion and project active an RPG. Tajiri took his love for critter collecting as well as kaiju and superhero TV shows and pitched the project he dreamed of for so long: Capsule Monster. That's the conception. That's how it was conceived.
Now, how did the actual development of the game work?
Well, I know at least. At first, Nintendo, I think, rejected the idea. I'm pretty sure thinking it just something like that wouldn't work. However, it was actually Shigeru Miyamoto that greenlit the idea.
Yep, the grandfather of video gaming, and the creator of Mario, Donkey Kong, and Link alike, was the one who decided that Pokemon should be given a chance to try.
And he was the one. I think he was also the one. Originally, they were working on just one version, making one version of the game, and the incentive for a link cable would be. For trading would be actually it would be for trading rare monsters
that would be ridiculously hard to encounter. And you'd be encouraged to. Oh, I got this rare monster, but I want another rare monster. Maybe my friend who has the rare monster I want wants the rare monster that I got.
But yeah.
That was the basis behind the link cable system.
However, I think it was Miyamoto that said you should. I thought it would be smarter to make two versions and with exclusive Pokemon.
Which is where the idea of the red and green versions came from.
Yeah, no. As I said, the game was originally called Capsule Monster, but due to a trademark issue, it had to be changed to Pocket Monsters.
Which in the West was shortened to Pokemon.
Now these games spent and a whopping 6-year development.
And it was a very bumpy road.
Originally meant to have at least about 200 Pokemon on cartridge space caught up to them. And so they had to reduce it down under 150.
Yep.
As interview said, there were 190 planned.
But around 40 different Pokemon that were implemented that they really wanted to include got cut. Some of those Pokemon are known, and others some more than others. But we're not here to discuss that.
Not here to discuss that. We made an entirely different video about for that topic.
Yeah.
I know there was a crash that almost killed the game.
Yeah, but there was a backup.
And that had fucking everything in it on it. They hurried to find someone to fix the data.
And thankfully all of the data was recovered.
Back up your data.
The moral of the story: Pokemon almost didn't exist because of a computer crash. So back up your fucking data.
Yeah.
At least every week.
Game Freak it didn't really have. Game Freak also went through financial troubles while making the game, and I think almost going bankrupt up in the process.
Game Freak wouldn't be around today if Pokemon ended up being a breakout hit.
Their games were originally set for release in December 21st, 1995, but delayed for unknown reason, and so pushed back to February 27th, 1996. Because I think even Nintendo was a little wary about the development, and considering the Game Boy was almost about. The Game Boy was about 7 years old at that point.
Development started when the Game Boy was about a year old. And it lasted till near the end of its lifespan. To the point that the last Gen 1 game, Pokemon Yellow, even had a Game Boy Color support.
Yeah. I think at least in North America.
Or the North American version.
Yeah.
That's how much development time we're looking at here.
About 6. And however, the games didn't actually. Weren't actually all that. No. The thing is, the games didn't get much attention when they released. Until people started discussing until people found out on a secret Pokemon.
Until people managed to glitch the game and encounter a secret Pokemon.
And it became in the stuff of
known as Mew. And then everybody was talking about this mysterious unknown creature in this video game that no one had heard of before.
And that's what led the game to be a hit.
The funny thing is, this Pokemon Mew was
solely designed by Shigeki Morimoto, who was at the time a programmer and monster designer for Red and Green. As it turns out, and for much later in the interview, it was senior Game Freak members that Mew was actually created in secret and was originally only found its way into the games for Morimoto and his developer friends to enjoy. Indeed, Morimoto created everything there was about Mew, right? Its Pokedex entry, choosing its cry, and even drawing its sprite. Ken Sugimori originally asked to make it, but alas was too busy to do so. What Morimoto did was, it was when the game was just about to officially finish development. Once the debug features were removed, he used what little space he had been freed up to insert Mew. So to do so, he namely overwrote the first empty index slot he found. Resulting in Mew being found rather early in the internal index. It was only later that Mew was discovered. Erden Morimoto was quite surprised to find out that this was the case, with Mew becoming in the source for many playground rumors.
Yeah, as shown by earlier versions of the game, Mew was intended to be put in the game, but it was taken out because it was just put in there for fun and not meant to make the final cut.
But it was meant to be a creature that was never ever to be seen, only mentioned.
But then, and Morimoto decided to go full YOLO mode and put Odin jammed it into the game at the last moment.
And says it might occupy slot 21 in the index. I think that's about all I have to say about the development
and the pre-release.
It's without going into extreme being here all fucking day.
So now let's talk about the game itself.
This
is going to be the longest section of the video because we're going to be rating stuff and we're going to be going over how a playthrough from start to finish of this game looks.
So, without further ado, this is going to be a long one.
Yep. The music you're hearing right now is Pokemon Red and Blue Orchestrated, Route 11, by J. Faffery Music. That's JFAFERRIE Music.
No one's watching.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so, the game starts with without pressing any buttons, and you get a cutscene. You get a cutscene of a Pokemon battle.
These Pokemon are
Nidorino and Gengar. And just as something's about to happen,
and it cuts to a title screen.
It's the title screen,
where you can see the sprites of several different Pokemon flashing by. Some are better looking than others, but that's to be expected with the first entry of the sequence.
It's just as you're wondering, the sprites for these, the sprites are not poor interpretations of official art.
The sprites for all of 150 Pokemon,
for most of the
Pokemon, the sprites came first, and then Sugimori interpreted them through art.
Right. Multiple times throughout Kanto, throughout Gen 1.
Yeah. Do you know of any notable examples of this?
I think notably Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
Notably stuff like Pikachu went through. Pikachu was one of the more notable ones.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Anyways, you're starting up the game. You're greeted by some old man talking to you about the world of Pokemon.
This is
Professor Oak.
Oh. As you may call him, the Pokemon. People affectionately refer to him as the Pokemon Professor.
I don't know how he knows it's with affection, but okay.
It goes on. Tell you about what he does, and then asks for your name. And
after putting in your name,
I guess we rate the player.
Oh yeah. Since we do this, let's rate the design of the protagonist.
This is...
Well, at least Red is one of the default names.
Red is one of the default names.
And later the name adopted as the quote-unquote canon name for the character in later games.
about red.
So what do you think of Red's design?
And it has. I think it has that. I think it works with the. I think it works with the. I think I can't.
It's hard to describe it, but it feels like it fits the vibe of the game perfectly. Like, say your character a weird kid running around with a whip or something.
Oh.
Oh, right, that was almost a thing. That wouldn't feel the vibe of befriending all these creatures and having them fight against each other for glory. I mean, actually, it might. If you're befriending with enslaving.
Yes.
But that's besides the point. Right. At this point, it's hard to judge critically because Red's become such an iconic character. That it's near impossible to not just associate him with the series in general.
Well, he actually has. This is Gen 1 undesign.
Specifically the Gen 1 design of Red. Rate do we designs?
Yeah, I guess we will.
Do we rate both the Lola character designs?
They were this. No.
Did we?
No.
No.
But
Red. What's your rating? Don't be shy.
All right.
Come on.
I'll give this design a 9.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give him a 9 as well. Oh. Perfect for the series vibe. Obviously, he's not my favorite protagonist, but just design-wise, but and I'll be damned if he isn't the most iconic.
Yeah. And well, then after naming him, then after naming in the player, this is your wife. This is my grandson, and I quote.
What was his name again?
He's been your rival since you were a baby. Yeah. Not actually true.
Yeah. Does the original
the manual for the game says you were actually childhood friends, and then only recently became rivals. Well, what was his name again?
Seriously? Is your memory already that battle, man?
I get it's an excuse to name the character, but
jeez.
Jeez. What was his name again?
Oh, this is my grandson. What was his name again? How about you tell me, random kid I'm not related to?
Yeah, the default name that would go on.
The canon one is Now we'll rate him later.
We'll talk about him later.
Since he's actually a character in the game, as opposed to just a player avatar.
So yeah, you can name him whatever the fuck you want, though.
We'll just be calling him Blue for consistency's sake.
Yeah. Hey, so yeah, your very own legend is about to unfold.
Yep. So you jump into the game, and you can talk to your mom if you want.
Grab the potion and your PC.
Yes, please do that.
You talk to your mom, interact with the TV.
Because why not? And then you can go outside. Now there's no. If you go into the lab, it says Professor Oak's not there.
Well, if you can talk, you can see Blue there, or who just says he ain't there.
Yeah, Professor's out doing something right now.
So
I guess you might as well go looking for him.
Wait, don't go out.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, wild Pokemon live in the grass. So you need one for your own protection.
Oh, good to know. I almost got mauled by wild animals because the professor can't doesn't know how to be punctual.
He just drags you into the lab.
Like physically, you have no control over this scene, Professor. Oak legitimately forces you to follow him here.
You can also get soft locked by doing a very weird.
You can also get soft locked by having an NPC walk into the right position here.
Aaron, you just
It's
slam.
completely pointless. But Professor Oak will slam you into the window. You presumably bleed to death from all the glass piercing your internal organs.
Okay, that's besides the point. And anyways, as you see, Blue talks about how he's fed up with waiting. And Oak explains that when he was young, he used to be a strong trainer. But now, since he's gotten older, he only has 3 Pokemon left.
Did all the other ones die of old age?
I don't know. I don't know.
Age, or did he or did he go so bonkers that he gave them away? He already gave those away to people.
Oh. All right.
So we may never know.
So yeah, he says he gives you. He lets you have one of that. Choose one of them.
And you get to pick first before his very own grandson.
Jesus Christ!
Jeez, I'm starting to. Wow, I'm starting to see why I blew such a dick.
So, yeah, between these are,
your options are Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. In Noah's playthrough of this game, he went with Bulbasaur, obviously. I mean, its final evolution is on the box.
Yeah. Now, Bulbasaur.
Now let's get into our first rating of this review.
All right.
The Bulbasaur line. This entire line is grass poison. Bulbasaur evolves an Ivysaur at level
16.
And Ivysaur evolves an Venusaur at level 32.
It evolves fast.
Notably, even though all the starters evolve into their first stage, into their middle stage at level 16, Ivysaur actually evolves into its final stage at level 32, as opposed to Charmeleon and Wartortle's level 36.
Yeah, this isn't going to be the. Oh boy, trust me, that'll get much worse next generation.
But that's irrelevant now.
And Venusaur is Venusaur or is well.
How was Venusaur in its debut generation?
I mean,
What can you say about it?
Well, it doesn't really learn a whole lot.
But if you're specifically choosing it because you want it as your grass type on the team,
hell, it doesn't even learn a poison or a damaging poison move.
Then it literally only gets grass.
Yeah.
So,
normal.
And normal. But every Pokemon gets normal.
Yeah.
Moves. So I mean, if you want it as a grass type, it works for that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't really do much beyond that.
I mean, you can do some stall tactics with it.
So it has that going for it.
It's
just offensively, it doesn't have much coverage.
I mean, it's pretty good in terms of stat. That's a base 100 special.
Yeah, it has a base 100 special stat though. Granted, all the starters have high special stats.
Oh, actually, it has the highest out of all of them.
Yeah. The Venusaur has a base 100 special, which is the highest out of all the starters. Meaning that its grass moves, when used on Pokemon that are neutral, or when used on, say, a normal type, will be more effective than Charizard's fire moves or Blastoise's water moves.
Yeah.
Since in this generation, an odd quirk of the first 2 or 3 generations were that
types were divided into 2 categories.
Types and special types.
Nice.
Now, what were they?
All right.
In general, how many physical types and how many special types were there? I'm sure there were 7 of one and 8 of the other.
Yeah.
Now, the physical types were normal, fighting, flying, ground, rock, bug, ghost, and poison. And the special types were water, grass, fire, ice, electric, psychic, dragon.
Yeah. And this can be either a blessing
or a curse. Say you have a Pokemon like Victory. Sure, Venusaur has a high special attack, so initial stat, so its grass moves are great.
Which is a good example.
Is a good example. Am I being dumb here? No, I am being dumb.
Yes. Say you have, I don't know, a fucking Parasect.
Say you have a Pokemon like Parasect. Now, I don't know why you would use a Parasect, but if you say you wanted to use a grass move on your Parasect, well, that thing's special stat is awful.
Yeah. Actually, it's 80.
Oh, I can't think of any examples of grass types like that in Gen 1. Let's just, this analogy sucks, let's just move on.
I feel like it would work better with, or like a water type, a fire or water type.
Okay, give me an example then.
And say
a Charizard with a flamethrower,
85.
As a special stat of 85. Compared to a Rapidash with flamethrower. Whose special stat is 80.
Well, I mean, compared to its physical attack.
Yeah, like for example, okay. Hey, Rapidash's physical attack is notably higher, but it's forced to use its special attack on its stab moves.
Yeah.
As a result, it can't use both stab and its superior attack at the same time.
Actually, it doesn't even learn Flamethrower.
Oh, it doesn't learn Flamethrower. Now let's just move on.
Fuck it. Yeah, this is
a mess.
So anyways, yeah. So as for Venusaur,
for itself. Oh, we wasted like 10 minutes talking about it now. So.
All right, Venusaur.
How would you rate it?
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I'd say I'd give it an 8 too. Assuming you picked it to be your grass type Pokemon. You put 8 out of 10 for all those. Alright. And so. So yeah. No, Venusaur line is 8 out of 10. They've got. They work as your grass type user, assuming you don't plan on using another grass type on the team. In which, I mean, if you did, why didn't you just pick one of the other starters?
Yeah. So.
Anyways, that awkwardness out of the way.
Hey, let's after choosing your starter,
time to leave the lab and looks like your rival wants to fight.
This shouldn't be too hard.
So Professor Oak explains that in order to win
No, that's not in this game.
No, this is not in this game. Okay. And so you battle, and your goal is to reduce the opposing Pokemon's HP to 0.
No, Bulbasaur, this can be kind of annoying considering Charmander is fat. Charmander is decently fast.
So it gets the priority of attacking first.
And because of its speed, it may land and crits and critical hits.
Yeah.
It's
which do double damage. In addition to ignoring stat changes, but stat changes aren't really. Actually, you have. What does Bulbasaur have? Growl. Oh, does it ignore attack changes too?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. It doesn't ignore stat changes. So even if you growl at it, if it gets a crit, it won't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, that's the first, so then you just...
Either way, it doesn't really matter if you were to lose this battle.
At least you gain a free level for winning.
But you can just get that by beating up a few wild Pokemon in the next group.
Alright.
Did Dr. Kirby ever won?
No.
Alright. No, you're going the wrong direction. Okay, I guess you can do that. Alright.
These are the one encounters.
So, yeah. Either way, it's time to finally set out to Route 1.
On with, well, you can't actually.
Well, you can't actually catch anything, so let's skip over that for now.
You deliver. You have to go walk into the Pokemart. You can walk Viridian City right now. You can go to there's a Pokemon Center.
Or you can heal your Pokemon if you're beaten up by the wild Pokemon.
And it's don't worry, it's unlike other RPGs. This is completely free.
Yeah, you don't need to pay a cent to heal your Pokemon.
That's good. Good. You can try and go on. You can try and go up, but there's a man. Oh, a man. This man's passed out drunk.
Yeah, that's what it is in the original Japanese version. They just say he hasn't had his coffee in the localization.
Yeah, this man's passed out drunk, and you can't and go and progress. So your only option is to go to the Pokemart.
Or upon talking to
as soon as you enter the court, just tell. The court just asks if you could just deliver this for him.
Yeah.
Deliver this for Professor Oak. It's Oak's parcel.
Yeah. He doesn't tell you what's in it.
Actually, it's a Pokeball.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you have to go back to the lab and take that lab and deliver it. And in return, Oak gives you the Pokédex. X and tells you that it was always his dream to complete it.
Yep.
Even I really don't know. All right. So, all right. That aside, you can leave. You can leave and take. You can hand into your rival's house and take a map.
From his sister, even though he says he'll tell his sister not to give you one.
Yeah.
Apparently, he either didn't or his sister didn't listen to him because he's just being a little shit.
All right. So, so now you can go to the Pokemart and buy Pokeballs.
Even though, does the man give you stuff for free in this game?
No.
This man, for the Viridian, who was previously passed out drunk, is now sober, and he'll teach you how to catch a Pokemon.
If you ask.
And he'll ask you if you want him to teach you how to catch a Pokemon as an apology for his obstruction earlier.
You don't act. That's the good thing is that you don't actually have to. You're not forced to do watch it.
Yeah, you're not forced to watch this.
Listen, albeit it can cause, although it can have some, it is the cause of an infamous glitch.
But this isn't about glitches.
Is that not even in, oh wait, that's not in this version.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay, so you can also see that there's a gym here. Oh.
The gym leader is not here.
The gym is closed.
Yeah.
You're just automatically shunted off the ledge. Somehow.
Oh, well that was rude.
Like, I guess that old man or some shit. I don't know. So you can head up, if you wanted to, you can head up. I guess we can talk about the stuff you can find on Route 1 now. You have Pokeballs.
Yeah. There's the two most notable Pokemon, and are those the only ones in this game?
Yeah.
The only two Pokemon on Route 1, and ones we're going to be going over in this game, are the Pidgey and Rattata lines.
Yep.
Now, the Pidgey line. Normal flying all the way through, and they don't get very good moves.
Yeah. Pidgeot is
not very good.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it kind of blows. No, you know what I mean. Yep, that's, you like flying?
That's all it gets.
That's
flying and normal.
Yep.
I mean, on the bright side, it will always do stab damage.
You're better off. You're better off.
I'm getting something with a more diverse moveset later on.
Something that just deals more damage.
Which we'll go over some better normal flying options later, or on our other videos.
Or in this video.
Oh, there is? Okay. No, you're better going off with something that deals more damage.
So, yeah. And,
other than it being notably fast, all of its stats are pretty average.
It's a bird.
It's an early game encounter. It's really just team filler that's meant to be replaced with something else later on.
I know Pidgeot's an iconic Pokemon,
but like, it's rating these on like how good they are and how like viable they are to use on your team.
That's not really mainly by how useful they are,
or with some weighing on how much we personally like the Pokemon.
It's just a bird.
I mean, it's a fairly unremarkable looking bird.
Yeah.
And with very unremarkable potential. That gives it a solid 6 for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give this a 6.
It's really nothing special at all. Oh, and there are much better options later on. Now, Radicate.
The Rattata line.
Now, I'm tempted to say this one's average as well, but specifically in Gen 1,
alright,
and due to some interesting design choices,
Radicate.
You may look at this and objectively say, oh, hey, it's worse than Pidgeot.
Oh, that's pretty terrible.
And then you realize it has a much better moveset than Pidgeot.
I mean,
what was its special stat?
50.
50?
Sure, that's pretty terrible. Oh,
but it gets something very interesting. Oh. Super Fang and Hyper Fang.
Super Fang always does half damage.
It always does half of your of the target's its health, its current health. So it will always cut their health in half.
But no. The real kicker is Rattata learns this at level 14.
That's no. It learns Super Fang at level 41.
Yeah, 41. Radicate. Yeah, as a Rattata,
you get Hyper Fang,
an 80 power move
at level 14. Now, 80 power is not that crazy, but with the same type of attack bonus, you're effectively looking at a 120 power move.
But oh wait, look at that speed stat.
But wait, there's more.
I think they've explained this, but
we kind of glossed over it with Charmander. But
critical hits in this game
are based on speed. Faster Pokemon are more likely to land critical hits.
So,
and does this apply to speed buffs?
Critical hit? No, I think
it's only the base speed stat.
I think it's only the base speed.
So either way, your Pokemon's critical hit rate is based on how fast you are.
And yeah, with something like
with a speed stat of 97, you'll be landing critical hits pretty often. Now, 120 damage is already insane. And if you get a crit, that's 240, and that's not going to happen infrequently. Trust me.
Yeah, that's about a. Yeah.
Nowadays, Raticate's nothing special to talk about, really.
I mean, I guess it gets guts and some
nuts, but that's. I mean, if you want a decent early game attacker, go ahead.
But it's
in Gen 1 in particular, due to the fact that due to how critical hits work.
You're still probably better off using something else.
But if you want to have this one-trick wonder on your team, I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's a strategy that works pretty effectively.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Yeah. And thanks to this weird trick it can pull. Just do the Gen 1 jank. Yeah, I'm sure most of you heard of a hat trick, but this is a rat trick. That was bad. Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
On Route 1?
On Route 22.
Oh, is that before? Yeah.
Before. Actually, you can head to the.
You could head forward into Viridian Forest.
But you could also head.
Or to the left.
yeah, you can head to west, to Route 22.
Oh, and there's a new Pokemon you can encounter here as well.
Oh, Nidoran, male.
Well, no, aren't both versions of the game?
Yeah, they're both. It's just that one's more are like one's rare. It's just their rarity.
So, now you can encounter Nidoran. Now, in green, the male version's more likely.
Yeah.
And plus, Nidoking's the one that people talk about more often. Usually, if people are talking about Nidoqueen, it's the fact that it has breasts for some reason.
Yeah,
Like, seriously, was that a necessary design element?
I already.
Either way. Nidoking is one of those Gen 1 Pokemon that most people are still they're going to say are among their favorites.
It's a...
and for good reason. Solid around... Not only is it so... Okay. Its stats look somewhat average, comparable with something like Pidgeot, right off the bat. But again, stats are only half the equation. Now, what about Nidoking's moveset? Compared to other Pokemon in Gen 1, this thing's moveset is ridiculous. It gets fire, rock, ground, electric, fighting, normal, poison. Even though the poison move it gets sucks. Ice, water. Yeah, it gets like more than half of all types. You can. It's mostly geared to be a physical attacker, but its special attack isn't low.
Yeah, in Generation 1, Generation 1 through 5, its special stat is 75, and its base attack is 92.
Yeah. So it's in Generation 1 for the physical special split. Its offense stats weren't too far apart actually.
Yeah. And also, Nidoran now evolved also level 16 in Nidorino and with a Moonstone.
And with a Moonstone,
which you can't get at this point.
Right? Nidorino evolves into Nidoking. But trust me, you get Moonstones pretty early on, so you can have a Nidoking before your second gym badge.
And that's actually the strategy in speedrunning.
This Pokemon is so good that it's the go-to ace for speedruns. Because it could just effortlessly annihilate most things.
Now it's mainly using mainly another exploit with the X accuracy.
Alright.
In using Horn Drill.
Alright, doesn't it always hit?
Yes.
Yeah. But still, this thing is leagues above any other early game counter in this in most games, honestly.
This is like
an insanely good Pokemon to get access to early on.
Yeah.
So that warrants.
Yeah. I'll give this a 10.
This Pokemon absolutely gets a 10. It's got a cool design, and it's a destructive force to be reckoned with.
This 4-foot bunny rhino.
This 4-foot bunny rhino. I mean, it's a little less cool when you realize it's 4 feet tall, but yeah, it's kind of funny.
So here's actually where you can have here's an optional battle with your rival, or you can take on.
Yeah. And your rival here has added
just a Pidgey.
Has added a Pidgey to their team.
That's it. That's all he added.
So after you take down Blue again, or lose to him again,
and no, it doesn't really matter. Actually, you could, yeah. No, that's not a scripted fight.
Oh, you have to win for him to disappear, or progress in the story.
Win for him to disappear.
Okay. Or progress to the next battle with him, correct?
No, you can completely skip that.
Like, is he just there later in the game?
No.
When does he stop being battleable?
I guess after you beat. I think after the first gym.
Yeah. As long as you beat him, yeah. He'll just if you lose to him, he'll just stay there until you either win against him or beat the first gym, at which point you will not be able to overcome this fight anymore.
But anyways, it shouldn't be too hard.
Or he has 2 Pokemon now. Or even with just your starter, you could outlevel him pretty well.
Oh yeah, that's what I did. So you can keep going forward, and you said. You're right. Blue mentioned is that you're going to the Pokemon League. and you probably don't even have any badges.
Which,
Well,
to be fair, if you're getting this dialogue, that's true.
Yeah, if you try and go there, or you're immediately or you can't even get past the first gate.
Yeah, the first badge check guide is like,
Yeah.
hey, you don't have a boulder badge. No pass for you.
You just have to leave.
Yeah.
So heading onward to Viridian Forest.
Yep.
It's home to a Caterpie.
Yep. Well, we didn't mention the evolution levels of Rattata and Pidgey.
Oh.
Rattata at level 20 evolves into Radicate. Pidgey at level
18.
Level 18 evolves into Pidgeotto.
And then at level 36 he evolves into Pidgeot.
Yeah. Now let's get to Caterpie.
This
Those are the two fastest evolving level up evolutions in the game.
This is Caterpie evolves at level 7.
It evolves into Metapod at level 7, and Metapod evolves into Butterfree at level 10.
And yeah, Butterfree is
not very good.
No, that's
Not even remotely good.
It is absolutely atrocious.
In later gens, it would get access to other stuff, but we're ranking the Pokemon in their debut generations. Just to get a higher ranking later on
the
going back to it. But sure, it does get psychic. It does get psychic and grass moves.
But so does something later on.
But so does a Pokemon that can actually get stab on both of those types later on. That's in this review, right?
No, not this.
No.
But there, and there's just this isn't. Plus, it's not stab. It's the only reason you'd actually want to use this is if you say, I guess, chose Charmander.
If you chose Charmander and want a quick Xolution to Beam Brock.
Since I think Nidoran doesn't actually, or Double Kick, it can at an early level on Gen 1, on Red and Blue.
Yeah. Since getting a Butterfree and getting a Fusion Mod is faster than teaching a Nidoran and Double Kick.
It's also its special stat was 80 in Gen 1.
Which is pretty alright. Pretty solid.
I guess for that point.
For that point in the game, it's actually really good.
I guess it's to exploit. It's so you can exploit. The first gen,
it's to prevent you from having to do absurd amounts of grinding to beat the first gym if you chose Charmander, basically. It just serves a function, and it's not good.
Yeah, it's just
5.
Yeah. Hate to say it, but yeah, Butterfree is just.
Sorry. And again, in terms of design, it's just not super interesting.
It's a butterfly.
Neither.
It's just a butterfly.
It's a butterfly Pokemon. It's purple.
Oh.
What you were ready?
Forgot to get rid of the Nidos there.
Okay.
In there. So I guess this is the first area with
the gym.
Well, the Viridian Force is the first time you run into actual trainers.
Oh right, it is.
Yeah,
you fought your rival once or twice before, but here you could fight other trainers.
Yeah, no, specifically these are bug catchers.
Yeah,
because they
only use the Caterpie and Weedle lines. And we'll go over Weedle in the future.
So
again, we're not going in depth on everything here.
So. Oh yeah, Viridian Forest is not that long.
Yeah.
You shouldn't really get lost in it.
Yeah. And after getting to it, you reach Route
2.
The other side of Route 2.
Yeah.
It's technically a separate map, but the game also lists it as Route
2. So you make your way up to your city. You can't go. You can't go to the east.
You can't go to the right to try to continue on. So you're forced to go to challenge the gym here if you want to progress in the game.
I guess you can. There's also, I guess, you can go to the museum here,
but it doesn't really have a practical function.
Not,
it's just
I
a
mean,
bunch
yeah.
of text.
I mean, you can come back later for something, but
Nothing cool here.
but yeah, not much. It's not much there. Are not. It's not required to go through.
Yeah. So use your Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Butterfree. Use your Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Butterfree, or Nidoran, and ready your Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Butterfree, or Nidoran, and get ready to take on the Rock type gym.
All right. So
I use Rock type in quotes because every Pokemon in the gym is ground type, but not.
Yep, including the junior trainer you fight.
But not every Pokemon in the gym is Rock type.
Who has a Diglett and Sandshrew.
Yes, this first trainer in the Rock type gym doesn't use any Rock type Pokemon.
Yeah, you know, the guy who says you're 10,000 light years from facing Brock. And then corrects himself, saying that
measures time, not distance.
That measures distance, not time.
Not time. Time after you beat him.
So speaking of Brock, he has
a Geodude and an Onix.
The only normal moves.
So even if you do want to use your Charmander, the problem is that you can't do much damage to it. Not that it's gonna hurt you a lot.
Don't try statusing in them, and because each gym leader has like six full heals on each Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's simply silly.
So Brock is pretty easy. Because if you have a Pokemon with a special attacker, Geodude and Onix won't really survive. Especially if you have a Squirtle or Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
Or they'll probably die in one hit.
So you get your Boulder Badge with relatively
So
ease.
I guess we rate Brock.
Yeah. What do you want to rate him here? Make a document with character ratings.
Character ratings.
It was real quick.
Right.
Alright, take a shit.
Okay, go. Yeah, I'm gonna make the file.
Yeah. Alright. You don't need to say every character yet. Just put in Red's rating.
Alright.
And then Brock. Which will rate him.
Nope, no, nobody's watching. Alright, where we go? What do we do? What do I do? Okay, well, actually on the route, actually that's on the Route 3. Oh wait, there's nothing here. You're on Route 3. For this game. And to talk about. Welcome to Mount Moon. Yeah. To get to the next X gym, you need to hike through Mount Moon.
And inside Mount Moon,
is, well, you'll probably run into this most of the time. It's Zubat. Oh, Jesus, it's Zubat. They have one move. Well, two moves. Leech Life and Confuse Ray. That's not annoying. Albeit Leech Life is a very weak move in this generation. And still... No, yeah.
Zubat in general just isn't a very...
Wait, it can't learn Fly?
Yeah. And guess what? Zubat and its evolution Golbat that you get at level
22.
You get at level 22, can't even learn Fly.
Yeah, its stats are average across the board. Okay. Golbat cannot learn Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even really worth using.
Later you get an evolution.
But that's neither here nor there.
So Golbat in this gen, what would you give it?
I'll give it a.
Did you say it's average or below average?
I'd say it's average.
So 6. So we both give it a 6.
Well, hopefully the next thing you run into here is better, right?
And that is?
Geodude.
Alright.
You can actually get your hands on one early.
That's cool, because Brock just used this guy.
I mean, it has pretty decent stats for. Its physical stats are pretty decent. And 80 attack and 100 defense. And at level 25, it evolves into Graveler.
What?
Level 25.
And through trading, only through trading with another person, can you get a Golem.
Now Golem.
Golem is a beast.
At least physically.
It can't take special moves. So if you know your opponent has those, just maybe avoid them.
Golem is a rock ground type.
It gets. Guess what? It gets Earthquake.
Yep, it gets Earthquake by level up.
Does it get Rock Slide?
By TM.
By TM.
And can also get Submission.
And a normal move. So
yeah.
There's actually, judging from a Gen 1 standpoint, that's a pretty decent moveset.
Yeah.
Considering there weren't a lot of options back then.
You know, it's pretty good with, it's a pretty good option.
So,
albeit you need another player
in order for it to reach its full potential. Even then, Graveler is not atrocious.
It's all right.
So yeah. What would you rate this?
I'll give this line. I'll give them a 9.
Or 9, better than Venusaur.
Well, that's a very solid.
But it does have one weakness.
It's very slow.
2, actually. Considering the rock ground type is quality to both water and grass.
Yep. Alright. Alright. That's all the Pokemon we're talking about here.
So now let's make Brock.
Brock. Well,
Get me under
alright. Brock.
What do you think of Brock?
Well,
I mean, in Gen 1, We're not counting other cannons.
Not counting. We're counting games only.
And in-game, Brock is.
Oh.
He has the person. He has the intrigue of the Rock.
Yep. Later games would give him more. Later iteration.
These would give him more personality, but in this game he's just, I'm strong gym leader, man. I'm gonna beat you. You better be ready to fight me.
He's shirtless for some reason in his sprite.
I guess that's a plus. It gives him a bit of character. It's kind of funny.
Even though his official art, but it just shows him not actually wearing a shirt. Anyway.
What would you rate Brock in Generation 1?
Yeah, I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, give Brock a 6. He's about as bland as you can get.
He's
not a hateable character.
He's
just not particularly interesting.
God, that team is fucking... That team, man.
That team.
Pokemon also, he gives you Bide.
Which isn't even a rock move.
Oh yeah, I don't think I went over... it's your first TM in the game.
A TM is...
A technical machine.
A technical machine is what would later be established to be a disc of sorts that you can use on your Pokemon to teach them a move. At this point in the series, TMs could only be used once. So you have to think very carefully about what Pokemon you want to teach it to, because you'll never get another Bide TM. But then again, Bide isn't a good move.
You wait 2 turns. It takes 2 turns to charge
up, and then you do double the amount of damage your opponent did in those 2 turns to you.
If
you didn't die or you were doing nothing,
or the AI did absolutely nothing,
or the AI I knew you were using Bide.
And with a bunch
of hooligans known as Team Rocket.
They're here to. There's apparently fossils here.
So these guys want to steal the fossils and sell them. To make money. Yeah, that's Team Rocket's ultimate goal. They want money. They want monetary control.
Yeah.
They want to rule the economy.
Yeah. Yep. Use Pokemon for profit. Steal Pokemon for profit. All Pokemon exist for the glory of Team Rocket.
That's their motto.
Oh yeah. Steal Pokemon for profit. Exploit Pokemon for profit. All Pokemon exist for the glory of Team Rocket.
Yep.
That's
their motto, and that's basically what you need to know about them.
It's fair. We run the organization separately. Yeah. Team Rocket is not Team Rocket. I guess we'll probably go over later.
Yeah. We'll go over them later when they
do more.
When they do more stuff. Because right now you're just getting introduced to these characters that appear throughout the
game. You fight your way through them and other trainers along the way, and you reach this super nerd. You're stopped by this super nerd at the end. I found these fossils. These fossils are mine. Both are mine. I found them first.
And this guy just immediately wants to fight.
So after you kick his ass, I'll let you choose one of them. You won't be able to use it for anything
for a while. So, which fossil do you want to go with?
I chose the dome fossil.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one we'll be going over later.
or at the point that you can actually do something with it.
And so, but anyways, you make your way out of Mount Moon, and then onto Cerulean City.
And here there's another gym.
Well, you can also alternatively you can go if you don't think you're ready for that.
Not yet. You can fight the traders at Nugget Bridge.
After beating up your rival.
Oh.
Or second or third time.
What do you got on this team this time?
He has a Pidgeotto.
You can keep his team up. You should have teams of important characters up. Oh, his Pidgey has evolved into Pidgeotto, and his starter is
still unevolved.
Yeah, I don't know why that's a thing.
I don't know why that's a thing either. He also has an Abra,
which is a Pokemon that sits around and does nothing.
Yep.
Literally, it can't touch you.
And Rattata,
which we've already established. Does this have Hyper Fang?
Yes.
So Rattata is probably one of the most threatening Pokemon on his team due to the massive amounts of damage it can do with Hyper Fang.
So after you beat him, he tells you about how you should probably head up to go see Bill, the Pokemaniac, Bill the Pokemaniac. And of course tells you, says he'll smell you later.
Yep, that's a very weird catchphrase, but that's Blue's catchphrase.
Nugget Bridge involves you fighting five trainers in a row. Oh, and then and at the end you get a nugget. Not before, not after, but after that, the person who gave it to you
asked if he wants to join. You want to join Team Rocket?
You aren't given a choice, but
judged by his reactions, it's presumed that your character says no.
And so you beat up the grunt onto the way.
There's some more battles on Route
25.
Okay.
Yeah. Route 24 and 25. You make it to the Sea Cottage.
Oh, well, that's peculiar. A talking Pokemon. What?
Wait, actually, this is Bill. He turned himself into a Pokemon.
Yeah, he combined himself with a Pokemon.
What?
So, he has his mind in the Pokemon's body. So, where did the Pokemon's mind go? Is it in his body, just trapped in the machine?
I guess, either way, he tells you to enter the... he enters the self-separation system, and you have to activate it.
While he's inside.
You just press the button, and he turns back to normal.
Yeah.
And gives you the SS ticket. Since he's not one for big events like that.
I just wants to keep to himself.
Oh, I understand that.
He gives you the ticket.
And so, you can also, there was also okay. And there's then after clearing that, oh look, somebody broke into this house.
Well, I guess it's another Team Rocket grunt, so follow them out back, and you can beat them and get Dig.
That's a pretty good move.
Base what power?
100.
Base 100 power, but it takes 2 turns to charge up. The catch is that you're invincible during the turn charges up. Though if your opponent's smart, they can predict you.
Yeah.
You would switch into something that resists or is immune to ground.
Yeah, Dig can also has an out of battle effect.
Correct. And that if you're inside of a dungeon of an area the game classifies as a dungeon, and Dig will teleport you to the entrance of that dungeon.
Teleport you outside of the last Pokemon Center you went to.
Teleport you to the entrance of the last Pokemon Center you run over. Does this only work in dungeons?
I think, yeah. So anyways, you can yes, technically you could go off to since that path is open, you can go off to the next city, but you can't challenge. You could go to Vermilion City from there, but
you can't challenge the gym leader there.
Or because you need it.
Because you need the ability to use the move Cut.
By the way, the Boulder Badge lets you use Flash outside of battle, which you can't actually get. You don't get until later.
But for the sake of this video, we're going in the intended order that the game expects you to do.
So Cerulean Gym is there's 2 trainers here and
then the gym leader Misty,
who has a Staryu and a Starmie. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, just one line.
Oh sure, Starmie it can be.
But at least she's a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Starmie is scary.
The thing has, I think, Bubble Beam and Confusion. Yeah, that's scary. But anyway, I think you shouldn't have too much of a problem. Mother. So I guess
So yeah, after you beat Misty,
you get the Cascade Badge and the TM for Bubble Beam. And the ability to use Cut outside of battle.
And now, how would you rate Misty? Taking her character and battle into design, into concept, consideration.
Well, she can actually put up a fight.
At least unlike Brock, she can actually put up a fight. Now, does she actually have somewhat of a character?
Yeah, I mean, her sign. I think the sign out at the gym describes her as the tomboyish mermaid. And I think that I think she has a bit. I think for sure she has a bit of an attitude.
Yeah, and she's a bit. She's a bit full of herself.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
which, while a common character trait, is a step up from Brock, as well as the battle. So, Misty, I give her a 7.
Yeah, I give her a 7. Yeah. And then heading down, you could. There's the gate right down on Route 5, but okay, the guard will not let you pass. That's because he's thirsty or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that's an actual roadblock in this game.
A thirsty guard.
Ignoring that,
you take the underground path to Route 6,
avoiding Saffron City and passing right into the route next to Vermilion City.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you can encounter right now?
Well, if you go,
if you head to the,
if you head
east from Vermilion,
and you can find,
you can wander into a cave.
It's Diglett's cave. Want to know what you can find here?
Well, if you couldn't guess by the name, the only encounter in this area is a Pokemon called Diglett and its evolution Doug Trio.
Oh, what, 5%?
The latter is a 5% encounter rate, so mostly Diglett.
Yeah. The trio is now
and at level
26.
Diglett evolves into Doug Trio at a modest level 26. So it's not too big of a deal to evolve yourself.
Oh, they're usually around 8.
Well, if you don't have the luck or Pokemon power to take the to weaken and catch a Doug Trio.
Keep in mind, you can't buy Great Balls at this point.
Right, so you're stuck with Pokeballs if you want to try to catch a Doug Trio. So it's recommended to just grab a Diglett if you want one.
The trio is...
Dugtrio is one of those Pokemon that's absolutely insane in Generation 1.
Yeah, its base attack is only 80, but you're right at the moment. But its speed is 120.
Which means it will and it gets a little move called Slash, which on its own already has an increased critical hit ratio.
Oh, yep.
So guess what? When combined with Dugtrio's 120 speed, Slash will almost always get a crit, result in a critical hit.
Yep.
And Slash's power is
70.
Which makes this 70 power move a 140 power move.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, it's not it doesn't have the potential, but have the same and potential as damage as Hyper Fang and Eradicate. But Dugtrio has a generally higher attack stat than Radicate.
Yeah.
Right? And it also gets access to things other than Slash.
Like
Earthquake.
Earthquake.
Or the aforementioned Dig.
And Rock Slide.
Rock Slide.
I'd say, yeah, it's a very solid
Pokemon. And one that really shined in Gen 1 thanks to how janky the critical hit system was.
I'll give this a 10.
Yes. Yes. In fact, Dugtrio was one of the Pokemon Noah used on his team in this game.
Yeah, I'll go over that near the end, and after that.
Yep.
So, actually, yeah, we're not going to talk about some Pokemon for a while.
Yeah.
You fight.
So in Vermilion, you head to the.
Oh, right. There's a tree in the way. Well, if you try and head further into Route 11, and then head to the gate to Route 12. Oh.
Was another guard?
No. You can head. It can pass through the gate. And what's that?
What is it? Oh, that's a big fat thing in the way.
Well, can't go there.
What direction can you go? South.
South of,
South, onto the pier.
Vermilion's Pier. You flash your SS ticket, and then board the SSN, and just saying this is you can only go here. This is the only time you can act and be here.
Here, you could never return to this area.
So I guess it's clear out everything.
Clear out everything. Fight every trainer in the. Look up a guide on what trainers are in the area. Fight all of them. Make sure to pick up every item here, and yeah, because you can't go back and search on your own time. If you missed anything here, that is as good. That stuff is as good as gone.
So you have other fight with your rival. Most significant thing is you have another fight with your rival.
Oh, here. Jeez, this guy's everywhere.
This is your third or fourth
battle.
Third mandatory battle.
This is your third mandatory battle, potentially fourth battle.
He has a Pidgeotto, Radicate, Kadabra, and Charmeleon. He never uses that Radicate afterwards.
Did you so many people assuming that you killed your host Radicate?
No, why would you? Let's be realistic here. Why would you want? Why would you keep Eradicate for the long run? And why would you actually do that?
Unless you were specifically trying to rely on Hyper or Fang the entire game.
And why would you rely? Why would you want to keep that? Anyways,
there are much better options.
This fight can be a little tricky. Again, watch out for that fucking sand attack on Pidgeotto.
The accuracy and shenanigans can make it super annoying to deal with.
Either way, you beat him.
And you can move into the captain's chamber.
The captain's room.
Oh, would you look at that? His Kadabra evolved, and it can attack you now.
Yeah.
No, look at that. His Abra evolved into Kadabra, and it can attack you now.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So, anyways, yeah, the captain is seasick.
Yep. The captain
is
seasick.
You have to rub his back. And it plays the fucking healing in sound.
Yeah, just the screen going black and displaying the text.
No, it's not. Rub.
Yeah. It's a weird moment, but after you make the captain feel better,
Yeah,
he gives you the HM for cut.
Okay.
HMs are like TMs.
Only
But
you.
But they have overworld effects that increase your ability to explore the world, and they don't disappear after using them, so you could use them as many times as you want.
However,
after you teach a Pokemon an HM, there is no way to get rid of it.
Not in Gen 1.
At least in this generation, once a Pokemon knows once your Pokemon knows Cut, which isn't a good move, it's stuck with Cut forever.
Yes, a 50 power move.
It's stuck with a 50 power normal move on its moveset forever.
With no secondary effect.
It doesn't even have a secondary effect.
Yep. Yeah, this is... Also, it's 95 accuracy.
Yeah, also it can miss for some ungodly reason.
What the fuck?
This is an atrocious move. But on something like Venusaur, which doesn't really have any other options...
I guess you could give it...
It's not too much of a loss to give it
But... anyways, you watch as the ship depart.
And now you have Cut, teach it to a Pokemon, or do my preferred method of catching a Pokemon specifically for the use of Cut and not using it on one of your regular team members. So you can cut down the tree and fight the gym together.
But... Oh boy, this gym
is annoying.
So what is it? Wow, this is the electric gym.
Yep, and electric barriers.
Doesn't really display that on the Game Boy, but they're just two walls. They're just like two doors, but
they're supposed to be electrically activated gates. So in some later iterations, they're just barriers of electricity.
So you have to search around in garbage cans
and find the switches.
Yes, the advice, the switch.
After you get lucky enough to find the first switch,
the second one is
the second switch is always is on one of the garbage can, and that is directly adjacent to that one.
Yeah.
On whether it be vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. The square and the trash can with the second switch is on will always be a neighbor to the one on the first switch is on.
On the third, so the third gym leader
is Lieutenant Surge,
who has
the Lightning American.
Yes, and how he talks about how his Pokemon. As electric type Pokemon saved him during the war.
What war?
Don't think about
it. It's best not to think about it.
Surge uses
Voltorb, Pikachu, and Raichu. Which is a very redundant team, but
Magnemite or Electabuzz.
I mean, they could have given him a Magnemite or Electabuzz instead of a Pikachu, because he already has Raichu.
But if you caught a Diglett in here, this shouldn't be
too bad. Just use Dig on him. And after getting your Diglett to a decent level, maybe even evolving it.
Yeah. Besides, Surge is not that hard.
His Raichu is sort of intimidating, but in general, you shouldn't struggle too much with him if you have a ground type. And as for his actual character, finally something with
a personality.
Finally, you're generally doing something interesting going on.
He has
he has a military theme and is supposedly a war veteran.
Supposedly.
And he's also apparently from America, even though references to America were removed in the most recent iteration of Kanto.
Oh, yeah.
Presumably because it's been retconned that real world places don't exist in the Pokemon universe.
Yeah, so... I'll give... I mean, his fight is if you bring a fucking Dugtrio to...
Well, you can kind of cheat it, so not a perfect score.
Or his gym is pretty annoying.
His gym is annoying, so that brings him down a few points.
I'll give him an 8.
Yeah, so I'll give him an 8. If he had a more genuinely interesting fight and a less nonsensical and not even related to his type puzzle, well, then he would be higher. Then he would get at a better rating.
And so, with that, well, it's actually quite a bit. So, well, figured you can't go north or to Saffron because of a stupid guard. You
can't go east. Fuchsia because of a stupid fat bear.
So the only option is
to go back to
Cerulean. Head east.
Head east from there
to Rock Tunnel. Well, assuming you caught 10 Pokemon, go back to go back through Diglett's cave to Route 2. Talk to Professor Oak's aide.
And by caught 10 Pokemon, I don't just mean any 10 Pokemon.
10
you
Pokemon
have to have 10 unique species registered as caught on your Pokédex, which counts the evolutions. Technically, you could only technically, if you wanted, you could only have 4 or actual catches in this game. They being your starter, 2 or 3 stage Pokemon, and something else to reach the 10.
Yeah.
And if you wanted. But yeah, once you have 10 Pokemon registered as caught on your Pokedex, you can get the HM for Flash.
Flash, just...
Despite not being a damaging move,
it just lowers accuracy.
It's better than Cut because at least you can use it to mess with your opponent. But it's a stand attack that actually has an overall function.
And it lights up the cave.
Only Rock Tunnel though.
Yep.
That's the only place in the game it's used.
Yeah.
So, like, once again, if you don't have a full team by this point, I recommend just catching something specifically to use Flash and Rock Tunnel and then ditching it afterwards.
I mean, you can look at a map. You can't,
if you want, you can enter Rock Tunnel and then and look at a map.
And see where to go.
See layout and listen for your bumping on the walls to determine where you are. But casually speaking, for like a new player to this game, I recommend actually using Flash.
Yeah.
Ash, it's kind of difficult to do if you haven't been through this place multiple times.
So, on your way out, Hetty, once you finally make it out of it, once you finally make it out of this, once you.
Alright.
Someone actually joined in the chat.
Oh, someone's watching the video right now. Hi.
Hi.
So anyways,
finally making out a Rock Tunnel and fighting the trainers outside. You reach
Celadon.
No. Heading.
I'm sorry, I don't remember Canton. You're the one who played through it 5 times for this.
You reach Lavender Town. Just go west.
Yes, there's not much for you. There's nothing for you here right now.
We'll discuss this town once you can actually do something there. I mean, I guess the name raider is here.
So if you gave your if you accidentally skipped giving your Pokemon a nickname and want to nickname them, or you gave them a stupid nickname that you want to change, you can do that here.
Yep.
The only catch is that if a Pokemon was traded to you from another person,
or one of the in-game trades,
or an NPC from if one of the in-game trades, you're not allowed to change its name, even if it doesn't already have a nickname.
Yeah.
We're recording a video. No, we're live streaming our recording because I don't have space on my iPad, and someone joined the live stream while we were talking.
Anyways.
Okay. Sorry about her grandma.
Anyways, so you had that I don't know why the name raider is a stupid idea.
You should just be able to change your Pokemon's nicknames from your party, which you can in a later iteration of this game.
So anyways, as you head west and look, a gate. Look, another gate.
This guard is thirsty.
Yep, sorry, road's closed.
There's the guard. is thirsty.
So you gotta take the underground
Like
path.
seriously, what kind of security system will the guards only let you through into the city if they're happy?
I don't know.
Like, oh, I'm in a bad mood, so nobody's allowed to enter or leave the city.
Kanto's,
Yeah, Kanto seems like a bit of a shithole.
yeah. All right. So you take the underground path. From route. Yeah, you take the underground path. From Route 7. And that leads you to Celadon City. There's a lot to do here. Such as if you talk to someone and get a coin case, there's the game corner.
Which lets you play a slot machine.
Yep, gambling in a kid's game.
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll mention the aim of this feature later on.
But if you can use it to get TM, M's, and Pokemon.
Yeah, you can actually purchase Pokemon in this game.
And some of them some of these are actually pretty good. Can be pretty good.
Good. Like you have a Pokemon like Abra, Dratini, and Porygon.
Yeah.
All of which are hard to find, or in Porygon's case, literally available nowhere else.
At least if you're playing in green and blue, it would only cost us 6,500 coins.
Yeah, green and blue.
Yeah.
What?
In red and fire red, it costs 9,999.
Wait,
yes.
Price is version exclusive?
Yes, its price is different.
Depending on the different counterpart versions? Why do you have to grind more in one version of the game than in another? That seems really weird.
Don't believe me.
What? Right, where's the Pokemon? Alright, come on, hurry up, prove your point.
Okay, alright, Pokemon that are being offered are here.
Yeah.
Here. It's,
in red,
in red, it's,
in blue and what?
Yeah.
In red version, you can't buy in red version, you can't buy
and you can buy
yeah. Based on all versions of Gen 1, in red, it's Porygon is
Porygon on his 9,999 coins.
In English blue and Japanese green, Porygon 6,500 coins. In Japanese blue, it's 8,300 coins, and in yellow, it's 9,999 coins.
Yeah, the rewards vary. Yeah, the rewards.
And the other rewards are all very based.
Yeah, the two window. Yeah, the two.
But point is there always Pokemon you can find on another Einstein Galaxy.
Yeah. And albeit, yeah, you can get it. Yeah.
And albeit some of them are very difficult to find. We're not going to go over all the game corner encounters, but yeah, we did go over a couple notable ones.
And so, anyways, however, the game corner is. You can also buy. Oh, you can also pick up. You can also pick up an Eevee here.
You're for free.
You can only choose one. You only
get one Eevee, so you have to choose very carefully what it evolves into.
We're not going to go over.
We're not going to go over Eevee in depth here because there's a game where Eevee is the main focus later down the line, and we thought it would be fitting to go over it and all of its evolutions in that.
There's the department store where you can buy Evolution Stone, TM, M's other M's battle items, vitamin, and you can give this. If this girl will drink, to get more, it's some exclusive to get Rock Slide, Ice Beam, even Tri Attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a useful place.
Nice. Yeah, notably by infinite evolution stones, except for moonstones here.
Okay. So, all right. Also, and so, yeah, I think that's about all there is in Celadon. Oh, well, actually, if you see, wait a minute, this is called the Rocket Game Corner. Wait, is that a?
If you press the button behind the poster...
Oh, you gotta... Wait, there's a grunt here.
There's our Team Rocket grunt standing in front of this poster.
Well, I guess I can't do anything here right now.
I'm guarding this poster.
Huh.
And you gotta beat him up.
And after you do that, you can press the button behind the poster and reveal Team Rocket's secret hideout below the game corner.
Yes. Yes, welcome to the Rocket Hideout.
Yup.
Oh boy, spinning tiles that move extremely slow.
Very, very slowly.
God.
This is just a red and green problem.
It's a Gen 1 thing.
This is the Gen 1 thing.
Oh my god, why is it so slow?
Because every tile the thing forces you to move at forces you to, go at normal walking speed.
Yep.
So you lose control of your character, or get forced to walk along a specific path if you go on the tile until you hit a wall, a safe tile, or another, or arrow tile that makes you change directions.
Yep.
This is an extremely annoying mechanic.
And oh, there's a bunch of items on the... No more room.
Right.
I haven't really touched on that.
You see, in earlier Pokemon games, which includes
the first 3 generations,
which are the first 3 generations,
and you have a limited number of items.
Yep.
And it's not as bad in the later games, but in Kanto,
but in Generation 1 in particular, the limit is
20.
The limit is 20 unique types of items in your bag at any given time, which includes key items.
Yep, the items don't have their own slots.
So, my advice, after you use a key item like the SS ticket or
the lift key,
which is in this dungeon, and deposit it in your PC, in the item portion of your PC.
Yes,
because you're not going to need it again, and it's just going to take up space in your inventory.
Or any TMs you don't plan on using.
Or any TMs that you don't plan on using.
Or you can just trash or sell them.
Or you could also sell them.
Seriously.
Inventory management is only really super important in Generation 1.
Because, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's especially annoying if, like me, in this playthrough, you can't read.
You can't read the text, so you don't know what you're doing.
Yes, When I mean I played through Pokemon Green,
and he means the original. He doesn't mean the fan translation.
I don't mean a fan translation.
He means the original Japanese version with Japanese text.
Yep.
So yeah, he wasn't able to do it or read anything.
And so yeah, I don't know what I was picking up unless I looked at as I checked Act.
Yeah.
As I looked it up.
Yeah, unless he literally looked up the items and saw what their names were in Gen 1 Japanese characters.
So making it through the Rocket Hideout. You get the lift. Oh no, I dropped the lift key. You can literally stand on it.
If you're standing in the tile that the lift key spawns on, the rocket grunt will drop it under your feet. Which of course soft lock. No, it doesn't soft lock you. Thankfully, you could just walk off of it.
Because you have to talk to the grunt again and to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just be standing on the item. So the lift key is, well, what does it do?
It activates the elevator in the Rocket Hideout.
Oh, yeah, okay. And it's a shortcut back to the first floor.
Or two, you can also get back to the first floor from there and go back to the center to heal.
So, after beating up 2 random grunts, you make it to the end.
And where you arrive in the boss's office.
So you finally meet the boss of the
also Team Rocket, Giovanni.
And
of course, he doesn't appreciate you breaking in on his turf. So naturally,
you shall experience a world of pain from him.
What does it say there?
You shall experience a world of pain, according to him.
It's not really a world of pain.
In fact, he's an absolute fucking joke.
His first two Pokemon are Onyx and Rhyhorn, which are both ground types. So if you have a water or grass type, you could probably one-shot them.
And
then he has Kangaskhan, which I guess could be threatening if it actually had a good moveset.
Con Punch, Bite, and Rage, which, for those that don't know,
Regeneration 1 Rage
locks you in
using Rage unless you miss or get killed.
Yep.
If Kangaskhan uses Rage, if you have a Rock type to switch into, then you don't really have much to worry about. Since Rock resists normal. All its moves are normal.
Yep, you beat up of Giovanni. He mentions that you treat your Pokemon with care, but you wouldn't be able to understand what he hopes to achieve.
Yeah.
And leaves, and I guess drops this item.
You can pick up. It's the Self Scope.
The Self Scope. What does it do?
It lets you see ghosts.
The thing is, if you go into the Pokemon go like to Lavender Town. Or actually, I guess while you're here.
Well, before going back there, let's cover the gym here, shall we?
You some tend to forget about this one.
Didn't you forget about it?
Oh no.
No, I thought you did.
And I just make sure that I just do this quest first.
All right.
So this is so you head on use cut to get into the gym.
And you have to cut down trees inside the gym.
What?
Yeah, this is dumb.
This is the grass gym. Halfway through the game.
After battling and cutting your way to the gym leader, Erica.
Interesting. This gym's great. It's full of women. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has.
Yep, that's actual dialogue.
It's just an old man standing outside.
Right of a window, looking at a building full of women.
Does Kanto not have any?
What is the law enforcement in Kanto?
This is okay. So, anyways,
is this guy not out of trouble for any sort of loitering?
So, yes, this gym is only full. This gym only has female trainers. Is interestingly enough. Well, the gym leader.
To be fair, it's not that interesting. Brock only had male trainers.
Yes.
To be fair, the previous 3 gyms only had.
Actually, Missy's gym had a male and female.
To be fair, Brock and Lieutenant Surge's gyms only had male trainers.
So, but, what's the problem with having a grass type at this point in the game?
At this point in the game?
Well,
it's all the things grass is weak to. It's weak to flying, bug, fire, and ice.
Yep.
And guess what? 2 of Erica's Pokemon are also poison type. So instead of poison and they're weak to.
They're also
weak to psychic. The bigger kicker, in Generation 1, Bug and Poison were super effective against each other.
Yep.
So a Bug type move, if you had a decent one,
like Pin Missile.
If you had like Pin Missile, it will be doing quad effective damage on both the Victory Bell and Vileplume.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. So Erica's a fucking joke. Also, forgot to mention, right outside this place, you can, right outside Celadon, you can cut up the tree.
Even in the west, and
Eston find a Doduo.
You can't explore most of the route because there's another one of those fat Pokemon in the way. Hey, but you can catch Doduo.
Which is probably the best option, the best normal flying type.
In Gen 1. Its stats are solid all around, with its attack and speed both being high. Meaning it has both a high crit rate, will outspeed most things, and does good damage.
Also, not only that, but it gets Tri-Attack.
Granted, its moveset is still just normal and flying, but Tri-Attack is
a very strong move.
Is a very strong move with the ability to either randomly burn, freeze, or paralyze your opponent.
And yeah, Dodrio is. You can also heading in past that, you can get it at the move Fly, which is what Lieutenant Surge lets you do.
Yeah. Upon beating Erica, you get the access to the move
Strength.
Here's the move
So,
Strength.
Okay. I'll give a Dodrio.
What Dodrio?
Dodrio.
How would you rate that?
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah. 8. Okay. So same as Venusaur.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, anyways, back to Erica. Would you take that?
And Victory Bell, Vileplume, and Tangela.
Wait, Tangela only has Constrict and Bind,
which are both very, very weak moves.
However,
Bind in Generation 1...
Bind and Wrap.
Wrap isn't relevant here,
but Bind can...
well, actually, her Victory Bell has that.
Wrapping moves are...
annoying in Gen 1. If one is used on you, you can't move until it ends and is done doing damage to each turn.
Assuming you're actually faster than the opponent, and they can just use
it. If you're slower than the opponent, you can get stuck in an endless wrap/bind loop.
Why?
Because these moves clearly weren't thought about very much by the developers.
The AI does not have power points.
Oh right.
That's why.
In Generation 1 only, the AI would never run out of uses of their moves, even though the players would.
Yeah, that's...
So, if you don't... Thankfully, Tangela and Victory Bell, neither of them are particularly fast. So you're bound to have something with a somewhat high speed stat to outspeed them and not get trapped in an endless wrapper bind loop.
Yeah.
Loop here. And at that point, the gym is basically a joke.
Yeah, but... have a fire type.
Just incinerate the whole thing.
And have a flying type. Flying type.
Just use fly. It'll take a minute because
or drill peck.
Or just use drill peck and you can annihilate her.
Sure, I would say bug type, but they suck in Gen 1.
As her design and motif, okay, the gym's not particularly great.
It's a map.
And the battle is
a joke.
But I do like the aesthetic. Like in the natural sort of a vibe you get from Erica.
I dozed off. I must have dozed off again.
Yeah, she's constantly asleep, which is kind of funny because the move Sleep Spore exists.
Sleep Spore?
Sleep Powder.
Sleep Powder.
Sorry, I got it confused with two other moves.
Yeah.
So... Again, because of the battle and gym, I can't rate her that high, so 8.
Yeah, I'll give her... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll give her an 8.
Alright, so 8 for Erica.
Alright, so... Assuming you bought a drink from a vending machine.
You can finally give a drink to the thirsty guard after visiting Celadon and go into Saffron City. You could do this without fighting Erica, so the gyms 4, 5, and 6 can actually be fine in any order. Though you do need cut to get the drinks?
No, you don't.
So you can actually fight 6th gym without Surge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surge only gives you access to fly.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. So you
could do the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th gyms in any order.
Yeah.
Which gym gives you Surf? 5th.
Yeah, 5th.
Though you do need to beat the 5th gym to challenge the 7th gym. And other than that, you can challenge that before any of the others as well.
Yeah, Kanto's surprisingly non-linear.
Or with the 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 7th gyms being in a somewhat being challengeable in any order, with a stipulation that you have to challenge the 5th one before the 7th one.
And so what's the, so in Saffron you can't do much right now, since assuming you haven't, assuming you didn't go to Lavender Town, but you can head on to the fighting dojo.
Oh, where you could fight a bunch of fighting type Pokemon.
And then fight the dojo master, karate master, who has both a Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. And after you beat him, then he gives you the option
to choose between them.
I went with Hitmonchan.
And because it's just a cool, because Hitmonlee looks strange, it looks really weird, and Hitmonchan and just more balanced.
Well, I would say that. Hitmonchan, and that's an example of the special problem.
Yeah.
You see, its special stat. You see, this might look good on
paper. Oh, that's a lot of types it gets.
It learns the elemental punches is by level up. That's pretty good.
But those are special moves.
And Hitmonchan's special attack, their special is 35,
which is pathetic. So it can't actually even use these moves.
That's terrible.
I mean, well, it can, but you're not going to be doing very much damage with them.
Hitmonchan is held back by
his physical special split, but it's still a solid Pokemon with access to fighting, rock, and
it gets rock.
I saw rock slide on its moveset. Did you get that in Gen 1? No. With access to only fighting.
Actually, no. That is.
It gets only fighting. Unfortunately,
that is pretty bad.
And normal, of course.
That's
so.
Unfortunately, Hitmonchan is especially a victim of
how physical and special stats work. So sadly, in Generation 1, we're gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10.
It's very unfortunate.
Very too much. It's completely overshadowed by most other fighting types that get better options.
Yeah. And so, anyways, back to Lavender Town. Heading back to Lavender Town. You can actually do something in the Pokemon Tower.
You can climb up it and battle your rival.
Okay.
He says none of your Pokemon look dead.
You can at least make them faint, though.
Which is where people. So, which led a lot of people to assume that he came here to mourn his dead Radicate that you killed.
Holy fuck! Holy shit! Oh my!
Or since he has a Gengar later.
No, he doesn't.
Is he a Haunter?
No, he doesn't have a Haunter.
He doesn't. You use the Ghost type?
No. Oh my! Jeez.
Well, that's a bit of an extreme assumption.
Jesus.
I mean, to be fair, why is he here? He can't, or he doesn't have a self scope. He probably doesn't have a self scope. If he does, where did he get it?
I don't know. I guess to work, has to catch some, to find, I guess to work, just to find, I guess to see, find something that would be strong or something.
But there isn't anything.
He mentions
like that
he caught a Cubone afterwards.
So can you encounter Cubone without the self scope here? No, that's weird.
I don't know. So he now has. This is where his core, where you see where his type core first appears. If you chose Bulbasaur, it would be.
If you chose Bulbasaur, he'll have a Gyarados and Rattata.
It's like Execute.
If you chose Bulbasaur, if he has a Charmeleon, he'll have a Execute as his Grass type and a Gyarados as his Water type.
If he has
a Wartortle, when you chose Charmander, he'll have a Growlithe as his Fire type and an Execute as his Grass type. And if you chose Squirtle, which gives him Ivysaur as his Grass type, he'll have Gyarados as his Water type and Growlithe as his Fire type. So yeah, Gyarados, Execute, and Growlithe. Trade it. Depending on his starter, or the Pokemon of that type will be swapped out for his starter.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, you beat him. you beat him for the fourth. That was the fourth mandatory battle with him.
Fifth potential battle.
Also, if you it ain't up.
I'm Pokemon Tower.
Oh.
And hear the channelers say creepy things.
Give me your soul.
Yeah.
Or give me blood.
Yeah.
Show it. You shall join us.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Also, if you don't have a self scope,
you encounter ghosts, which just
darn, the ghost can't be ID'd.
Which means you're not allowed to. Your Pokemon, you can't throw a Pokeball at it, and and your Pokemon can't fight.
It's too scared to move.
Too scared to move, so you have no option but to run.
And it tells you to get out.
And it should just simply display the dialogue, "Get out."
Oh my! What the fuck? Okay, yeah, that's if you. I mean, yeah, you can actually find. Albeit there's not much to find here. Nothing we're even going over.
Right now.
Over in this video.
After you get to the top, there's a bunch of Team Rocket runs.
Well, first you have to identify begone intruders.
Well, first there's this roadblock here. There's one ghost that you have to defeat, so you need the self scope. If you run, you'll get pushed back a tile, and well, it's a guaranteed encounter on the tile that it's on.
Unless you use a Pokédoll, of course.
So you have to use a self scope to identify some fear. But only your Pokemon are paralyzed in fear. You can still use items, and which means you can still use a Pokédoll and skip the fight. Which in turn, which acts like you won the fight. Which in turn makes the Rocket Hideout completely pointless. Since you don't need the Silph Scope, you never have to do the Rocket Hideout if you take this approach.
So, but anyways, assuming you do it the right way, you fight. The ghost is identified as a level 30 Marowak. Huh?
Yeah.
What? Huh?
This particular Marowak can't be caught.
So you kill it. I guess kill it. And the text reveals well, if you actually talk to some people outside the tower, or you learn a really tragic story, or the sad story about how Team Rocket. There
was a Cubone and its mother, a Marowak, in Lavender Town.
I assume they lived here.
But a Team Rocket came along and took away Cubone's mother, and killed her, so they could sell her skull in the black market.
What the fuck? So now it haunts the tower.
And Cubone is left an orphan. And which, fun fact, was its beta name? Cubone
it's English, beta English name.
Yeah. Originally, Cubone his localized name was going to be Orphan.
And what the? Okay. So essentially this fight
you have to calm down the rest of the spirit of Marowak.
Then it finally moves on.
And you're allowed to progress up to the top where there are more Team Rocket runs.
All right. They're up here because okay. You beat them up. They talk about how some old man wouldn't listen to them.
After you beat them, you talk to the old man to get his attention, and apparently he was just zoning them out. He didn't notice them. He was trying to calm down Marowak, but shortly after you did that and dispatched the rocket, until you realized, Marowak's already calm. I was like, oh, hey, what are you doing here?
Yeah, this is Mr. Fuji.
The caretaker of Lavender Tower.
They apparently Team Rocket wanted something with him, and it's not really elaborated on here.
We'll go over that in a bit.
So Fuji takes you back to his house and gives you the Poke Flute.
Which has the ability to wake up any sleeping Pokemon. Now where have we seen one of those? I know, those Pokemon that have been using sleep powder on us. Now we don't need awakenings ever again. And there's another thing. There's these. You remember those fat bear Pokemon that were blocking the paths very obnoxiously early on?
Yeah.
Well, those guys can be woken up with the Poke Flute, and they're revealed as a Snorlax.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems about right.
Yeah.
Right. We're not going over that in this video, going in depth on that Pokemon in this video, but they're kind of tough, and these are the only two in the game, so make sure to catch one of them.
So you
And
have
at
two
least
paths.
one of them.
You can take two paths to Fuchsia City.
So yeah, after you've taken out at least one of the Snorlaxes, you unlock a path to Future City.
You can take Cycling Road, assuming you got a bike.
When do you get it for free?
You talk to the guy chairman in the Pokemon fan club.
And he'll give you a voucher to get it for free. Because you can't actually hold enough money to buy it on your own.
Yes, charge it for fucking $1 million.
Which is more than you can hold.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to mention that. Cycling Road, the faster path, which you can only take if you got the bike, or Silence, or the Silence Bridge and the routes that follow it, which consists of routes 12, 13, 14, and 15. That's right, 4 whole routes between Lavender Tower and Fuchsia City. So it's recommended to pick up the bike unless you really want the experience from the trainers here, or you just want to catch a Venonat.
I took both paths.
Yeah.
Every time, in every game.
You know, to see what's changed.
Yep. And so, anyways, you make your way to Fuchsia
through your preferred path, and there
you can head onto the Safari Zone.
Where you're given 300 steps.
500 steps.
You're given 500 steps, and where you can pay to get 500 steps and 30 Pokeballs. Well, they're called Safari Balls, but they function like Pokeballs.
The Safari Zone is...
Well, to attempt to catch the Pokemon in the Safari Zone. To catch, you're not allowed to use your own Pokemon there.
The Safari Zone.
Instead, you have the options between rocks and bait.
Rocks.
Rocks. They make Pokemon easier to catch, but more likely to run away. And bait. They make Pokemon less likely to run away, but harder to catch.
Yep. And oh boy, there are some Pokemon you can only find here.
Like Scyther and Pinsir, that you can also buy in the game core in some versions.
And
Chansey, that you don't get another chance to catch until the post game.
And there's Kangaskhan. It's only found here. Rhyhorn. Execute. Venonat. Or Venomoth.
What? I thought they were on the... No, we're talking about exclusives.
Yeah, there's exclusive stuff. Chansey, Rhyhorn, Kangaskhan.
Now, encountering Rhyhorn and Execute isn't that bad.
And boy, Chansey,
Kangaskhan,
and Tauros,
Scyther, and Pinsir are all 1% encounters.
Which
means there's a 1 in 100 chance you'll encounter them in their respective area. And they have low catch rates too. So on top of getting lucky enough to encounter them, you have to get lucky enough for you to be able to either throw bait at them and keep them and let them stay, and somehow get a super lucky catch with the Safari Ball, or get rocks, or throw rocks at them, pray they don't run away, and get a slightly less unlikely you catch with a Safari Ball, but at the chance of losing the 1% encounter and having to roll for that 1% chance again.
Also, yeah, through this area you can find...
but those aren't required, but obviously those Pokemon aren't required.
So, here you can find the gold teeth.
Yeah.
What are...
Yeah, and the HM
for Surf.
For Surf.
Surf as a pry. For making it to the end.
Or trekking through the whole Safari Zone. Reaching the end within 500 steps.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to catch Pokemon here, do that on a future thing.
Another visit.
Because you don't want to run around and you waste your steps. So you do have to walk quite a bit to get to the end.
I never liked the Safari Zone.
Completely honest, I don't know why people want this to return. Sure. I mean, I guess I understand the thrill of it, but at the same time, it's just. But on the other hand, and
it's way too luck based,
and the amount of luck you need to have here is just infuriating sometimes. You could spend hours searching for one one Pokemon. Not to mention there are 5 Pokemon that have this sort of rarity.
Yeah. So
4 in the H version though, because Scyther and Pinsir are mutually exclusive.
So
Can't you get both in yellow though?
yes.
Yeah. However, all 5 are in yellow version.
So, anyways, is you can go to the warden's house. Else give his teeth got ew.
Why were these just lying around the safari
How'd
zone?
you
How did you drop your teeth?
How did this guy drop his teeth?
How do you do that and not notice this? How did you drop your teeth or dentures and not immediately notice that you dropped your dentures and go looking for them?
What the?
Were you just walking around like giving a tour without your dentures in?
I don't know. What the? Okay, anyways, he gives you strength. Thanks.
Is strength even required in this game?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Alright.
Strength. Yeah, strength is actually a decent move.
Ooh. It is a normal move. I would have liked if it was like a fighting move.
But yeah,
So yeah, at least it does decent. At least it's 80 power.
Yeah.
100% accurate.
Fly is only 70 power.
And it's a 2-turn move like Dig.
It's 95 accurate. Percent accurate.
Yeah, 70 power, 95% accurate, as opposed to Dig that's 100.
Yeah.
Like, why do these moves that function exactly the same but are different types? Why is this one so much weaker?
I don't know. So, anyways, you can all. Surf is also a pretty good move.
Surf is also a good move. Surf and Strength are the only 2 HMs in the game that are actually good moves as well.
So you can. So here you can take on Koga. The gym is wait. This is a poison gym, right?
Yeah,
Right.
it's a poison gym.
But wait, hold on.
There's a bunch of psychic type Pokemon in this gym.
What the? What?
What? What is it? Why?
Why are there a bunch of psychic?
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense, but at least the gym leader will be using poison type Pokemon. Yeah, and by poison type Pokemon, I mean he only uses he only uses the coughing line and a muck.
Yeah, that's Koga's team. Also,
2 coughings, its evolution Weezing, and a muck.
So also, Weezing has a chance to just
Explode. And if you're using a ground type to dig and explodes while you're underground, it'll miss, but it'll still kill itself while not doing any damage to you.
Yep.
Hasn't that happened to you?
Yes.
Which I'm pretty sure happened to Noah on multiple of these runs.
And yeah. Wow. I mean,
because Gen 1 AI is not smart at all.
oh, yep. So Koga his team is oh come on, there are enough poison.
There are tons of poison types. You only gave him access to 2 evolutionary families.
This is kind of a problem with Koga throughout these games.
Hey, that doesn't get fixed until way late, until the very end of Kanto. This is a problem up until Let's Go.
Yeah, that's so. His team.
Either way, the fact that he only has pure poison types means they all have the same strengths and weaknesses. In addition to only having normal and poison moves on his Pokemon. So, say you cut a Ghastly in Pokemon Tower.
Yep.
Half of his moves can't touch you, and the other half are resisted by you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that Ghastly gets Psychic.
Yep, Ghastly gets Psychic.
So, catch a Ghastly, evolve it into Haunter at least, maybe Gengar, teach it Psychic, and Koga is literally of no threat to you.
So, Koga, okay, his team is kind of, pretty weird.
His team is, pretty bad.
His gym is,
Him is a maze of invisible walls that's just trial and error. And his trainers don't even use poison types.
Oh, the walls are outlined.
Oh, the walls are outlined?
Yes, they're outlined.
I didn't know that. I thought that was only in Let's Go.
No, yeah, they are out. The walls are outlined.
Oh.
But yeah, his trainers don't even use. Use poison types. In fact, they use the type that's strong, that's weak, that he's weak to.
The only saving grace is that he's a ninja, and that's cool.
And yeah, I guess that's.
And he talks about like assassination and making you feel the sting of poison.
I guess that Ninja Master, the Ninja Master.
Yeah, Koga, the Ninja Master.
Yeah, that's his.
I mean, Koga means Ninja Master.
Yep.
So he's Ninja Master, the Ninja Master. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, he gives you the soul badge.
Okay. That's a very weirdly named badge.
Okay, it's the pink badge in Japan.
In Japan, it's the pink badge.
Okay, soul really? Wait, huh?
It's heart-shaped. That doesn't really make much sense at all, but okay.
So, what would you rate Koga? You know, just as a
I love his design and iron character.
But that's about...
But everything else is, like, worse than the other gym leaders. I'm gonna have to painfully give him a 7. If he wasn't a cool character, I'd give him a much lower score.
Yeah, I agree. I'll give him one too.
Yeah.
So, alright, I guess on to...
Yeah, this gym is just held back by most things.
So, then we make it on... Then you can... Well, you could surf downward or take the long path to Cinnabar Island.
But technically the next gym listed is in Saffron, so...
Wait, alright, time to enter the...
Oh, right. It's blocked off.
What? Why? Why is the gym... Where do I have to... Oh.
Okay, Silphco. Team Rocket has taken over this place called Silphco.
Yep.
And it's a maze.
It's warp panels.
A maze of warp panels. Pro tip, take the elevator and go to floor 5. Get the key card first thing. Get the card key first thing, and you don't have to worry about any of the warp tiles except the one that takes you to the boss.
Also unlock the one on the 9th floor.
Also go to the 9th floor afterwards to unlock the rest area, so you don't have to leave for the Pokémon Center wherever you want to heal, because there are over 30 battles in this place.
Yep, 30.
Including 2 significant battles in this version.
So...
And which are a battle with your rival. Which are first, a battle with your rival.
Well, your 6th or 5th.
Your 5th required battle, 6th possible battle with your rival.
Well, this is definitely a lot harder than... this is meant to be...
Is Arcanine involved in this version? And if he has that?
No.
No. Yeah. Now he has an Alakazam and a Pidgeot.
Yeah.
As well as his starter being fully evolved.
But... Yeah. Well, this can be quite. This could potentially be a really hard fight.
But I mean,
well, if you have a full team.
But if you have a full team, it's manageable.
Also,
it also helps that you have a human brain, and the game has a P brain that and that uses moves
with a good AI.
Has
a good AI.
Has a P brain that that automatically prioritizes using moves that are super effective against you, even if they don't even do damage.
Yep.
Also, I felt like it's worth noting that his execute doesn't have any damaging moves.
Yeah. Wait, why is he here?
Yeah.
Why is he here? Anyways, yeah, he says you're ready for you're definitely ready for Boss Rocket.
Whatever that means.
Okay.
Boss Rocket.
He's gonna go to the he'll go to the Pokemon League.
Does he already have all his badges?
I don't know. No, probably no, definitely not.
Why is he saying he'll go to the Pokemon League?
He can become the strongest. Yeah. Anyways,
you get to Giovanni. He got rid of his Onix, thank God.
Now he has a Nidorino,
Kangaskhan again, Rhyhorn again, and Nidoqueen.
Oh Jesus, yeah, mostly normal.
Which isn't really much better.
I mean, I guess
his team has almost entirely normal moves, and again, you can have Haunter at this point, and the only thing you have to worry about is poison things with Nidorino and Nidoqueen.
What the? Go fuck off, Giovanni.
If you use a Haunter, he literally can't do anything to you except use Poison Sting.
He was apparently having an important discussion with the chief.
After you beat him, he leaves.
And you say
he doesn't just come up to you and physically attack you. He's like a full grown-ass man. And I guess he has some sort of honor.
After, he tells you that Team Rocket. Remember that Team Rocket will never fall.
Well, yeah, okay.
So you can talk to the chief.
And
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, president.
And he'll give you a Master Ball.
Oh, now
This is the only one you only get one of these in the entire game. Now, what is a Master Ball? Well, if you throw it at a Pokemon, if you throw it at a wild Pokemon,
it will always
it will always be caught. No exceptions. Except for the Marowak, but unless you but unless you did the Pokédoll exploit, but you should have no way of encountering it after getting the Master Ball.
Yeah.
Oh wait, doesn't it also have a chance to fail?
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
No, thanks to the miss glitch.
No, it's not. It doesn't. That was a myth.
Oh, it's a myth. Okay.
Okay. Try and use it. According to Professor Oak.
Oh, in the guide, try using it on a Pokemon that you want to add to your team, but it's hard to catch, like a Fearow or Tentacool. Fearow and Tentacool, which are both very common Pokemon. You sure you don't want to use it on like a legendary or something?
Yeah, that's good. So, anyways, you can and head on. So, anyways, save that. Save that for.
There's one very specific purpose later on in which it will save you a lot of trouble.
So next. So now that Team Rocket's out of this point,
You can take on the Psychic Gym.
what is this gym?
Well, it's another teleporter maze, but this time you can't just go to one spot to completely avoid it. You have to actually walk on warp tiles until you get lucky enough to warp to the gym leader. Which, is extremely fun.
But okay, it's actually a pretty. I know the way. If you remember, it's not that hard to. Shouldn't be that hard. I think take the. And we just keep going, heading down. Go to the right, then go down.
But if you don't know that,
yeah,
this gym can be super frustrating.
Yeah, it can and be annoying. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is. Psychic Pokemon only fear go
Ocean bugs, and bugs suck in this game.
And wait, did I mention something?
There's only one ghost Pokemon,
and also
and it's weak to Psychic because it's also a poison type.
No,
but that's not all. Due to a programming mistake in Generation 1, Psychic types are immune to Ghost type moves. And even if they weren't, there are only 2 Ghost type moves. One of which always does damage equal to your level regardless of type effectiveness.
And the other is
Lick, which is 40 base power, which is 30 base power.
Yep.
So yeah, ghosts aren't helping you, and bugs aren't helping you. Good fucking luck.
Although they don't. Psychic types don't have high physical stats.
If you're going to take advantage of that by using something with a powerful move like Rock Slide.
Now, Sabrina's team
is Kadabra, Mr. Mime, Alakazam, and Venomoth.
Wait, what?
That is not a Psychic type Pokemon. Why didn't Koga have a Venomoth instead?
Huh? What? Huh? What?
No, like seriously, why did they give the Psychic Gym Leader a Bug Poison type? There are plenty of Psychic types, just tell them plenty of Poison types. I don't get why Gym Leader teams are so atrocious in this game.
And God, what the hell? So,
not to mention both a Kadabra and an Alakazam.
Really, you have enough Psychic type.
Replace Kadabra with Hypno. Replace Venomoth with anything. Exeggutor, Slowbro, Jinx.
Anything.
You could literally make a full team of unique Psychic lines for her.
Yeah, no.
You did it. She uses 2 Psychic lines and a fucking Venomoth.
So, anyways, Sabrina, team and Chim are just
bad. Now, what about her personality?
Character? She's a psychic.
She talks about premonitions of the future, and is generally very monotone. It gives off sort of a creepy vibe.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that she's holding a whip.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's all about.
It was a different top. A lot of trainers have whips.
That's a Gen 1.
It-
And there was this is retcon later because, you know, the series...
Everything except with the exception of the Tamer
class, as the whips were retconned off of everything.
Because
you know, you don't want to even imply that people whip their Pokemon to get them to obey them.
I mean, that was the original idea.
Which was the original idea, but later they went with a more empathetic approach to the whole monster taming concept. And that you mutually respect each other rather than abusing the monsters.
Yeah. So, alright. So Sabrina, oh, she can actually be pretty hard. Hard if you hard because of the said ed problems.
Yeah.
She can be a fucking yeah. She can yeah. Alakazam is a fucking monster.
And if you're not prepared for this thing, prepare for it. Dang it, then there's something else you can prepare for. Or to kick your ass.
It has recover too, and reflect.
It can double its physical. It can effectively have the amount of physical damage it takes to survive something like Rock Slide.
By the way, reflect in this game lasts the entire battle. Sorry.
Are you sleeping on the couch? We're recording a video. Okay.
Are you gonna be more quiet?
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so Sabrina's rating.
What would you give her?
Damn it! It seems to be those things that hold them back.
Man, the gym leaders are always held back by this stuff. Do you think it affects her as bad as Koga?
I mean, at least the puzzle makes sense.
At least the puzzle makes sense.
Some sense.
Sure, 8.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, sure.
Again, a good concept, but the puzzle's annoying to play through when she has a bad theme.
So if you head to Pallet Town, head back to Pallet Town, or go from Fuchsia,
you can now surf to
Cinnabar Island, and which is supposed to be an island with an active volcano.
There is no active volcano on it in this game.
And actually, in any
iteration in Kanto. Well, in the Kanto games, notably. Well, but that's a story for another day.
So, here you can find. Actually, with surf, you can head to the. You can head back. If you wanted, you can go to the power plant and by Rock Tunnel.
Yep.
And
find some new Pokemon. Heck, there's even a legendary Pokemon here, but we'll cover that in a future video. Tease.
Yep. Okay. Those being in the Magnemite and the Magnemite line.
The Pokemon we will be covering here is specifically the Magnemite.
Fine.
They're pure electric type Pokemon. With really high special attack and physical, really high special and physical defense.
And you know, they're only weak to ground.
Only weak to ground because electric is just a way too good a defense. Because electric is just way too good as a defensive type.
Albeit they're only really good with electric
moves. Though they can also learn try or attack if you want to use that specifically to inflict status conditions and that sort of thing.
And that's not really recommended though.
Yeah.
That would be used seriously.
To be fair, they have about the same moveset variety as every other electric type in this game.
Yeah.
And which isn't very good in the case of any of them.
So, I'd say Magnemite hits really hard.
It does at least something with this one it has though. This electric type has over the others though is it takes hits really well and hits rack really hard. So assuming you're not up against a ground type, you can do some you can cause some real carnage with this thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I dare say it might be the best electric type in Gen 1.
Oh, just through its stats, by stats alone.
I'm not counting the legendary electric type. I'm gonna say through stats alone that this might just be the best electric type in Gen 1.
Yeah, so I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, 8. Compared to the competition it has as an electric type, it absolutely shocks them out of the water.
Yeah. So anyways, back to Cinnabar. You can head inside. You can revive.
And once you get to Cinnabar, you can revive a fossil.
The fossil you picked up.
You can revive the fossil you picked up all the way back in Mount Moon before your second gym badge.
So
in this case, since Noah picked Kabuto, we'll go over that one in this video.
So now this thing is, well, all right. Kabutops says, well, actually, what can it do?
Can use Rock Slide.
Oh, wait, it
And
can't.
Submission.
Wait, it can't. Wait a minute. It doesn't learn Rock Slide.
It can use Submission.
It doesn't get.
It does get something though.
Oh.
It gets Swords Dance,
Yeah.
which is a really good move to sit up with. Though it's better on something with a higher attack stat. I wouldn't say it's bad, considering most Pokemon have bad movesets in Gen 1. Its stats are good at the very least.
Can't really take advantage of that.
But unfortunately, Water's a special type, and it doesn't get a rock move. Despite being a Water Rock type.
But
by the way, what level does Kabuto evolve?
40.
40.
You get it at level 30.
Mm-hmm.
So you only have
Can
to.
you mention what level Diglett?
Yeah, 26.
Can you mention what level Dodo evolved?
31.
And Magnemite evolves at level.
Also 31.
Magnemite also evolves at level 31.
So Kabuto, Kabutops is unfortunately
7.
7.
It's decent, but it has a lot of wasted potential.
Well, this is not the generation to use it.
This is not the generation to use it. You're better off using it in a future generation, or even one of the remakes of the Kanto games.
Yeah.
Where it has much better options.
And so, my inside. Time to head into the gym. Are you serious?
It is locked.
Okay.
Well, I guess there's another large building in here.
This is the Pokemon Mansion. And, this place is creepy. What are these?
So actually, there's some notes going around about discovering a Pokemon known as Mew. And
Doing Guana, South America.
yeah, that part was retcon. And
February 6th, Mew gave birth. We named the newborn Mewtwo.
Yeah, I think I'm done reading this stuff.
Mewtwo is far too powerful. We have failed to curb its vicious tendencies. Okay, I hope I don't run into I hope I don't find whatever that thing is. Whatever this Mewtwo is.
Either way, there's something else we're going over in this video that you could encounter here. And that Pokemon is called Magmar.
Or it's a version exclusive.
It's actually exclusive to this version. It's actually exclusive to the green and blue version, which is weird because it's like literally red.
Yeah. So yeah,
Magmar has a weird little fire Pokemon. It's a weird
bird.
It's a weird single stage fire type Pokemon that seems to be some sort of bipedal bird Pokemon.
It's Boober is its Japanese name.
It's humanoid and it's named after a booby bird.
Yes.
And has a beak, so it's supposed to be some sort of bird thing.
Okay, yeah.
It's a very, very strange Pokemon.
It's one of the only, outside of Hitmonchan, it's the only Pokemon that learns Fire Punch by level up. Yes, that's its level up set.
Alright, and what by TM? By TM, it actually gets some okay variety in the form of psychic. Does it actually get submission?
Yes.
It goes on psychic submission and strength.
Yeah.
So all in all, in terms of fire types, this one actually has a pretty solid moveset.
Yeah. So, but anyways,
It can work as a good mixed attacker.
after beating up some burglars in here, you're in some scientists. As you know, being fucking disturbed by things by what you're reading, and you find the secret key. Wait, what's this doing in here? Oh, what's this? It opens the door, or a Cinnabar. How this?
I don't think it's mentioned in game.
No, it's not.
Dr. Fuji.
Dr. Fuji. It's implied.
I did not. Where is it implied in this
It's
game?
just it show. It's not mentioned. It's not implied in this game.
Not even mentioned in this game, but
But
the doctor who was experimenting with creating Mewtwo was actually Mr. Fuji, or back then known as Dr. Fuji, which is why Team Rocket wanted him. Because he did some crazy experiments and created powerful Pokemon in the past. But he later felt guilty of his own actions and retired.
and
Team Rocket wanted to force him to come back and work for them to create more abominations.
yeah, this stuff is mainly really it's mainly the subtext that's extra from later version
Into this game. Really, that wasn't a hard thing to clarify, since it doesn't really seem like it makes any sort of sense what Team Rocket wants with Mr. Fuji before that.
So, anyways, so you okay? How'd this key get here?
Either way, you can just open the gym.
You have a it's a quiz. You answer questions.
And none of them are very hard.
TM28 contains Tombstoner.
Which isn't even a real move. Obviously, it's false. Actually, all of them are false except for one of them.
And Caterpie evolves in no, it's no, it's not. You know what? Yeah, the one that's true is Caterpie evolves into Butterfree.
Which is weird because that isn't even technically, because that's only true by proxy, since Caterpie directly evolves into Metapod, but whatever. My only problem here is that this doesn't have anything to do with fire type Pokemon.
Yeah. Blaine's called the hot-headed Quizmaster.
Yeah. His team is Growlithe, Ponyta, Arcanine, and Rapidash.
Seriously.
Another gym leader that only uses 2 evolutionary families. At least it's better than Misty's 1. You know, it's sad when Erica so far has the best type, has the best variety of Pokemon within her own type.
Come on, you could have given him a Ninetales and a Magmar.
But they didn't.
Also,
Magmar's literally out here.
Also,
it makes so much sense to give him one.
Yep.
Regardless.
Better have Burn Heal.
Yep, that's a catchphrase. Even though only the move Ember can actually burn you on his team. What does that Arcanine have? Oh no, only 2 moves on only his Growlithe and Arcanine can actually burn you.
Also, it has Roar, which does nothing in battle.
Yup. In Generation 1...
Nothing in trainer battles.
In Generation 1, the move Roar did nothing in trainer battles. It could be used on wild Pokemon to run from the battle, even though you could just use the run button, or wild Pokemon could use it to force you out of the battle.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason they gave that to Blade's Arcanine, and it will literally, and if it uses it, it's just a waste of a turn.
Also, Blaine will use it is a super potion at full health.
Why?
I don't know. Okay. Oh god damn it. Once again, Blaine is held back by are those the same 2 things?
Yep.
And
And the gym puzzle is not really much of a challenge at all.
Oh, and well, it doesn't make...
It's not a challenge and does no correlation to fire. And the
it,
battle itself is also pathetic, and he has an uninspired team.
well, at least his character,
His character stands out. He's an eccentric old man, and with a penchant for quizzes.
Although something weird is that his mugshot in the manual doesn't match up with his sprite.
Yeah.
Right.
Yup.
I must have. That must.
Yeah, something tells me this guy went through a drastic design change at some point, and the manual was from before that design change.
It must have been really late in development.
Yeah, something tells me he went through a drastic design change so late in development that even the manual didn't display it.
Yep.
He also has a lab coat, which implies that he might have been working for in the Pokemon Mansion as well. What are you doing? Okay.
But yeah, unfortunately,
He falls victim to the same problems as the other trainers.
there's
Gym leaders. So simply innate.
Yep. Yep.
Once again, this gym is held back from being a truly inspiring experience.
And so, well, okay. Well, what do you do now? You have 7 badges.
Well, I guess there's only one more badge to get.
You're given no indication as to where. You're given
no indication of this, but if you go back to Viridian City where the first gym was,
you find out the gym leader
has returned.
Okay. The guide tells you they don't even know who it is.
So
is okay. You fight some ground types and fighting types.
Okay.
Types, and at the end is,
Giovanni again. Yeah, apparently the boss of T-Rocket is also the 8th gym leader. Who would have guessed? What a weird coincidence.
And this was his hideout out in Plant. His hideout for when he so we could resurrect Team Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
So how's his final battle?
Whereas Rhyhorn,
Doug Trio, Nido Queen, Nido King, and
Dawn. Okay. Well, you know, honestly, this is the best team so far. So, like,
yeah,
I'm not going to complain about it.
Also, I think I'm mentioning, and you get.
Did you have a different ground type in the previous battle with him instead of Rhydon?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, the Nido's. Oh, Kangaskhan. That wasn't a ground type, so we got rid of it.
So I think I forgot to mention, you get Thunderbolt from Surge, Mega Drain from Erica, Toxic from Koga, Psywave
from Florida. From Misty you get
Bubble Beam,
and from
Blaine you get Fire Blast.
This guy
gives you Fissure.
Yeah, which is a one-hit KO move.
Oh.
Now, the way one-hit KO moves work in Gen 1,
it's based on if you're on speed and level.
Oh, they will always fail if the target is higher level than the user.
Yeah.
But if the target is the same or high, but if the user has the same level as the target or is higher level than the target, then their speed stats will be compared.
Yeah. So,
I don't know exactly how it works, but if you're faster, you'll have a higher chance of landing the one-hit
KO. Rhydon has Fissure and Horndrill. I guess be careful.
Well, even though Rhydon's not very fast.
And also, if you have a water type, you can just
sweep him. You know, I'm gonna say his team's better than every other gym leader. He's got a Mafia boss this thick, and the gym puzzle is.
I mean, I guess it's an interesting twist. It's a surprising twist.
You know what? It's weird to say, but Giovanni gets a 9.
9 as a
not perfect because
I mean, I guess the gym puzzle is you moving across the ground in weird ways, but that doesn't mean it's not a strain. Angela will confuse or disorienting.
You beat.
And Giovanni himself is easy.
Yeah, you beat him, and then he gives you the TM. He made it when he ran the gym too long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, and then decides,
yeah, that he's disbanding Team Rocket for good
because he can't face his followers after
losing
this.
Okay.
And he leaves.
Yep. That was anticlimactic. Now time to move on to the Pokemon League.
Well,
but before that,
you have one more.
There's one more encounter with your rival. The 6th required battle, or the 7th impossible battle.
Only difference is he actually has a Rhyhorn on his team.
Yeah, he added a Rhyhorn on this. The only difference is that he added a Rhyhorn this time. Other than level changes.
If you've gone this far, you probably shouldn't have.
We know how to deal with him at this point.
Yeah. So, alright. Oh, we're almost there.
Yeah.
So you make it through the badge check, F8, and go on to Victory Road. It's a strength puzzle.
Yep. It's a strength puzzle. This is the only part in the game you need strength for.
Yeah, the only required part.
So if you didn't get it earlier, you have to go back and grab it now.
Yeah.
Either way, nothing particularly interesting happens in Victory Road. You can encounter another legendary here.
Yeah, not going over that here.
In this game.
So, yeah, you make it into the Pokemon League. Where you have to challenge the Elite Four.
And first up is Lorelei.
Well, the Elite Four, or you must challenge all four or in a row. And you can't leave. So,
so really, I mean, I don't think there's much else to go over. Let's just go into the Elite Four.
Let's go.
Let's rate them too.
First member.
What's the first member of the Elite Four?
Lorelei.
Oh, I forgot. We're done with Team Rocket, so why don't we rate them? I'll give them a 7.
Yeah.
They work.
They're exactly what they
set out to be. Yeah. They're nothing special, but they work.
They just at least they have a clear goal in mind. It's hard. It's only for hardware. It's something simple. You can't do anything crazy. And story actually only takes a backseat in Kanto.
Yeah.
So, anyways, on to alright. So on to the Elite Four.
Anyways.
Well,
first up is Lorelei, with the Ice type user, with Dugong, Cloyster, Slowbro, and Jinx, and Lapras.
Wait a minute.
Okay, Slowbro is not an Ice type. But you know what? This is better than like literally every gym leader team, so I'll let it slide.
This can actually be quite.
Plus, I don't think there literally was another Ice type she could use.
Yeah.
It's such a rare type.
Let it slide. So. There's Elite Four. Yeah, if you have an electric type, you could. This shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. All right. So, taking into account her battle and her design and personality, what would you say? And does she have much of a personality here? Like in Kanto, other than just being like a strong trainer, you gotta be lucky to beat me.
Yeah.
Does she have much other than that in this game?
Oh, that's her. That's her. That's literally all of her dialogue. In Gen 1.
Yeah. So, yeah, not much of a personality in this game.
Yeah.
Would you say her fight is good at least?
It can be pretty tough.
Okay, so that combined, what did you rate Walleye?
Alright. I'll give her an 8.
Yeah.
She's cool.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Next, I don't know if I can say the same about the next one.
Bruno.
Oh, Bruno.
Now, you,
Bruno.
I don't know how you got into the Elite Four.
What in the...
What is this team?
What in the...
Okay, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Machamp. Seems solid. I throw 2 Onyxes on there. Excuse me?
Two Onyx.
2.
Why do you have 2
Not
Onyx?
only are they not fighting types, but he has 2 of them. Why? Like, Primeape and Poliwrath exist.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, why would Lear? He has fucking...
Also, he has Leer on his Machamp.
But his...
He also has some weird moves. Oh, did I mention that his Hitmonchan actually has the elemental punches? Has Ice Punch and Thunder Punch?
Yeah.
You know those moves are useless on it?
Yeah. How did you... No, what the... No.
Bruno sucks.
He's not exactly...
In terms of personality, he's more the same.
He's
like, oh, I'm strong.
Yeah, he's a strong guy, yeah. Yeah, no.
5.
I'm sorry, no.
Sorry, Bruno, you suck.
Agatha. The third member is Agatha.
Yeah.
Who uses Ghost. Wait a minute. How many Ghost types are there in
1? Her team is Haunter, Gengar,
Haunter. Yeah, Gengar, Haunter,
Gengar again.
Golbat, and Arbok.
Why isn't she the poison specialist?
I don't know. What the?
Listen, Lorelei had a good team. The others can't.
Well, Agatha can be fucking annoying.
That doesn't mean the fight's good.
Yeah,
It just means it's frustrating.
I know. Yeah, she switches out and uses its hypnosis and confuse rate.
At least in her case, she's the only one of the Elite Four that's actually an interesting character in this game.
And her and Oak are one. She is apparently rivals with Oak in their youth. But she despite hate Oak because he was more interested in research than battling, referring to him as tough and handsome.
He used to be tough and handsome, but
now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokedex. Although, also the arena the arena just has a bunch of graves.
I don't know why there are graves in the Pokemon one.
Yeah,
Maybe they're props.
each Elite Four member had their own dedicated chamber, or the different theme that played.
This one had a theme for Pokemon Tower.
Yep. So Agatha, despite the fucking team,
she has the best character of the Elite Four. Hell, probably one of the most interesting characters in the game.
Yeah.
And under the pretense that most characters in this game aren't very interesting.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't give her a super high rating because her team sucks.
Yeah.
But I will give her an 8.
Yeah. Now, onto the fourth member. Onto the final member.
Or the Elite Four. Lance. The Dragon User. Wait a minute. How many Dragon types lines are there? One. Oh.
Wait a minute.
Ah, this again.
Oh.
Yes, a Dragonair, a Dragonite, a Dragonair again, a Gyarados, and an Aerodactyl. Are you kidding me? Why didn't they just make him a flying type user?
Oh my god. Yep, there's...
Why does he call himself a Dragon Master?
I don't know. Oh, sure, Gyarados. Gyarados is dragon-like, but it's not a dragon. Also, do you want to know how many dragon...
Also, why is there a Dactyl on this team?
I don't know. Yeah, you want to know how... how many dragon moves existed in Gen 1?
A single one.
And it's Dragon Rage.
Which always does 40 damage regardless of type.
Yep. Also, his Dragonite it has Barrier, which it can't learn.
His Dragonite has Barrier, which is an illegal move.
And also, so remember how I mentioned in the AI can have...
I will always use boot.
It will usually use moves that are super effective.
Even if they're non-damaging.
So
that means if you have a poison type...
poison or fighting type.
You send a poison or fighting type out against Dragonite, Dragonite will never hurt it. It will just keep buffing its speed and defense.
Okay, it might go for a Hyper Beam.
But more often than not, the AI will dictate that, yes, Agility and Barrier are Psychic type moves, so those will be super effective against Machamp.
Yeah.
But they're not.
Or
Venusaur in your case.
Yeah. Lance. Oh. Lance.
Just like Agatha, his type is just... It's not a type they should have had a specialist for with one line.
Let alone, not even two, especially not even two could help that. Man, anyways, Lance, and is, he's, I don't know,
and I mean, I like his design.
Yeah, his design.
Cool design.
His design going for.
He's another character that's just, oh, look at me, I'm strong.
Yes,
I'm like most of the other Elite Four.
He's just,
With only design going for him, it's hard to rate him higher than a 7.
Yeah. So, well, you beat the Elite Four. You're the champion, right?
You would be. But Lance informs you that
somebody beat the Elite Four before, even before you did.
Upon entering the next room, you find out.
He tells you it was. Tells you that your rival beat the Elite Four or first.
Mm-hmm. Yep, blue.
So it's time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Kick his ass.
So yeah.
Yes.
As champion of the Pokemon League.
Yeah.
Blue's team is.
Blue's fine. Final team.
Depending on your starter, is Pidgeot, Alakazam, Rhydon, those three are constant, and if you pick Squirtle, all Venusaur or Arcanine and Gyarados. If you pick Bulbasaur or Exeggutor, Charizard, and Gyarados, or if you pick Charmander or Exeggutor, Arcanine, and Blastoise.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah, this guy is actually probably the hardest fight in Gen 1, which at least they saved the hardest one for last.
Yeah. So,
and he also has a very well-balanced team, with no one type, but the only type that's repeated among it being flying.
Yeah.
And potentially twice.
Yeah.
If you pick Bulbasaur.
Yeah,
for some, or Psychic.
Yeah.
And flying and stuff, I get.
Yeah. Yeah, I got. That's what.
Flying and or Psychic would be the hardest team.
So you take him. So you take him. beat him for the final time. I'm and become the new champion.
Yep.
My reign is over already. Yep, apparently he was champion for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then you immediately came into the room and beat him.
Alright, and then Professor Oak shows up. Wait,
Tells his grandson that he's disappointed that he didn't care about his Pokemon enough. And then then congratulates you, who mocks you to the Hall of Fame. Like, geez, Oak, maybe you didn't care about your grandson enough.
Jesus. Oh yeah, I don't think we rated Professor Oak though.
Yeah, well, now that his character is coming close.
As if he had much of one.
I mean, I don't really like Professor Oak very much.
I don't either.
He comes off as a really rude grandpa.
Yeah.
That just is just really he playing favoritism with some random kid over his own grandson.
Yeah, the kid next door.
You know, it's no wonder that Blue grew to despise Red.
Yeah, it's no wonder
because he always got favorite treatment from his own grandpa.
Oh my god, what the... Yeah. Yep, I sure wish I could beat him into the ground.
You know, funny thing is, there was a scrap battle with Professor Oak.
There was a scrap battle with Professor Oak with it. Okay, but you're being loud. There was a scrap battle with him, and that involved
where he had 5 Pokemon. He had Tauros, Exeggutor, Arcanine, and Gyarados, which are the 3 Pokemon that Blue uses in the champion fight, in addition to the starter that you didn't pick. In addition to the starter that yours is super effective against. So he would have had Blastoise if you picked Bulbasaur. He would have had Charmander if you picked Squirtle, and he would have had a Venusaur if you picked Charmander.
Yeah. Yeah. However, due to the fact that you can only fight him via glitch, what a team it is random.
It depends on how you execute the glitch rather than and what stars you
chose. Oak was probably meant to be the first super boss.
But he was never implemented.
But was cut last minute.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't get the satisfaction of being into the ground.
It's really, really tragic.
So what would you rate him? Where would you rate the professor?
Honestly, I'm gonna rate him a 3. He comes off as a huge jackass.
Yeah. Yeah.
In this game.
Now, as for Blue.
Blue is interesting.
Yeah.
And honestly, probably the best character in the game.
Yeah.
He's your rival, and he shows up trying to grind your journey to a halt multiple times. And you know what? He constantly talks smack about you, who makes you want to beat him.
Yes.
Well, at the same time, I understand where he's coming from.
Oh, God.
Because, seriously.
Jesus, Sam.
Because, God, Samuel. You really should have been a better grandpa than that.
I don't even know. No, I don't know where his parents are.
Or he lives with his sister.
Yeah,
who apparently doesn't take his word very seriously either.
Yeah, so... Alright, so, as for Blue's character...
Honestly,
I'll give him a 10.
Yeah. He's what a rival should be.
Yeah, the series started out with the gold standard for what a rival should be.
Well, that's all. Yeah.
And, well, I would say that's all the ratings we have to go over.
I forgot to rate Magmar.
We didn't rate Magmar. What would you rate Magmar? He got a solid mixed attacker with a decent move, with a pretty good moveset.
I would have 9.
9. All right.
And so that's it, right?
Yeah. Nope.
There's
You see,
one
only
thing.
after you become champion, you can go.
You might have noticed that guy blocking the cave in Cerulean City by Cerulean City.
You have to get searched. You can't get in the move.
Where he says you have to be, if you were the champion.
Maybe if you prove that you were strong enough to be champion of the Pokemon League, then they'd let you through.
So, well, since you, after you
beat your rival over the Pokemon League,
you can now head into Cerulean Cave
with crazy high-level Pokemon.
And, oh my God, what is this?
And an absolutely atrocious dungeon layout.
Yeah. By the way, a Cerulean Cave has a different layout in every iteration.
So if you're familiar, so like all 5 iterations have are different.
Yeah.
Totally not confusing at all.
Yep.
The Japanese blue have the same as English red blue?
Yeah. Yeah, with all the versions I've played.
Yes. Between red and green, red and blue, yellow, Fire the Leaf Green, and Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, and even Heart Gold Soul Silver, even though that's not part of the Kanto reviews.
This has a different layout.
Either way,
yeah.
Now, when you reach the end, you can now fight Mewtwo. And please throw your Master Ball at it. It has Recover, it has Psychic to destroy you.
It has Barrier, and Swift. If you try and mess with its accuracy,
that won't work.
Since that Swift is the only move that that is programmed to never miss. What do I mean by that?
Well, you see,
either
even if a move's accuracy is 100%, there's a 1 in 256 chance it'll miss.
Yep.
That's due to how programming works in Generation 1.
Yeah. So
this is,
yeah, that's. So please just use your Master Ball
on this. Mewtwo's the most trouble to catch out of every legendary.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. You've done everything at this point.
I guess we're gonna talk a bit about Mewtwo.
Well, let's talk about Mewtwo, shall we?
Oh, its lore was.
We already know its lore. It was created in a lab with Mew's DNA, and the people who and it got mad at its creators, or presumably killed them. And
yeah.
Yeah, it was created by a scientist after years of horrific gene splicing and DNA engineering experiments. And so yeah.
And yeah, this.
Mewtwo, who hates humanity and has a damn good reason
to. So it resides in a place where.
So it secludes itself within a cave.
Where strong Pokemon reside.
Yeah.
And
well, you could say Mewtwo is the strongest of the strong.
They wanted to create the most powerful Pokemon and succeeded.
Mewtwo's special stat is 154. That's disgusting.
Its moveset is utterly.
And none of its stats are bad.
And
the only thing that's super effective against it is Bug, which, as we stated, isn't very good.
It has the highest stats in the game, and
even gets access to as to most types.
Yeah, there's a reason this is.
There's a good reason that this Pokemon is saved can't be obtained before you challenge the Pokemon League.
Yeah, that's broken. But anyways, but
in terms of both concept, design, execution, and like the Pokemon's use itself, Mewtwo's honestly a 10.
Mewtwo is my favorite. I think I said Mewtwo is my favorite legendary.
So it's fitting that it's the first one we cover in this marathon.
So
well, that's really all we have to talk about here. But
well, there's
a bit more.
Well, first, what did I use?
First, well, why doesn't Noah tell you guys what his team was for when he played through Pokemon Green?
All right.
Along with the nicknames you
gave them unofficially.
And I gave them in post. I gave them unofficially because I can't spell in Japanese. I can't read in Japanese, let alone spell in it. So I used Venusaur,
or which he used Venusaur, which he nicknamed Rosie. Magmar, which he nicknamed Marty. Vaporeon, which he nicknamed the Veil. Magneton, which he nicknamed Magnus. Dodrio, which he nicknamed Doris, and Dugtrio, which he nicknamed Douglas.
Yes, I used all of the trio Pokemon.
He used all of the three-headed Pokemon in this game.
Yeah. And so, okay, we got. So I guess time to. Right. So let's.
Well, I mean,
time to. I guess.
Actually,
how long have we been?
More than 3 hours.
Oh. God, hopefully this saves.
Yeah, it's live, so
Okay,
it's being filmed.
Okay. So.
It's being streamed to YouTube right now.
We've been talking about this game for nearly 3 hours. So.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
Now you're listening to Pokemon Red and Blue, Vermilion City, Lo-Fi Remix by Glitch X City, music note again.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into the breakdown.
So, let's go over our normal points.
Graphically, this doesn't really matter, but
graphically the game looks. It's a Game Boy game.
Mainly the sprite work or some the fucking Pokemon sprites.
And a lot of Pokemon sprites were very not good in this game.
And that's how they were originally conceived. Good God, look at Hitmonchan or Mew.
Yeah. Boss Ken Sugimori.
That's his art. Alright. Don't even get me started on the back sprites. Those are arguably worse.
Or a lot of the time you can't even tell what Pokemon you're looking at.
Look at Charmeleon's back sprite and tell me what that thing is.
It looks like that looks more like it should be Dragonite's back sprite.
Usually it just looks like a garbled mess.
This is generally hard to distinguish.
Yeah, it's a Game Boy game,
and so obviously it's not going to look very good.
This isn't exactly a rating for.
But it's not a rating.
Gameplay.
What's more important is the experience rather than and the looks of it.
Gameplay.
It's sloppy.
Yes, it's widely known that.
Or even though it is denied by many. Generation 1 is an absolute mess.
It's an absolute dumpster fire in terms of programming.
Now, but that doesn't stop the overall concept and how satisfying it is to collect Pokemon and put together a team for being like an innately gratifying thing.
Yeah, I at least had some fun on playing.
Yeah.
And through this. I probably would have. I wouldn't have probably started this marathon if I wasn't gonna have fun.
So yeah.
And so, gameplay. Let's be real here.
It's not very good, but it's also not bad. It's a little above average. I'd say the experience and the novel concept at the time, I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Well.
Music.
More from the sake of comparing to other games of the Series 6.
6, yeah.
Baseline.
Music.
Music.
Well,
we have some pretty iconic tracks, honestly.
But it's mainly the problem with the sound font.
Obviously the sound font. The sound font can get
very
grating sometimes.
I got especially some of the dungeon themes.
Yeah.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Music.
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah.
Good compositions, bad sound font.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8 too. And I don't know, I guess story.
Basically non-existent.
Basically no. There's basically yeah. It's based. I mean,
There's some semblance of character or in world building, so I'll give it a 7.
7. And you what? And yeah, this is yeah. Story is not much of a focus in this game.
At least so in any Pokemon game.
And so yeah. Yeah, it's harmless.
That's enough. So overall,
yeah, not doing a difficulty rating.
Not doing a difficulty rating. Balancing, yes.
Balancing.
How well balanced the game is.
Not balanced.
What would you rate it?
I'll give it a 4.
4. Yep.
That's being generous.
4 is generous for the game's balancing. It's not good.
So, final verdict. My final verdict. It's on Red and Green.
What would you give it?
I'll give it a.
Think we're gonna compare it to future games.
I'll give it a 5.
5. It was definitely a rough start for the series.
Not to mention there are way more bugs than the original.
Yeah, not to mention the original.
Not to mention that in this, but if you lose to Sabrina and re-enter the gym,
she thinks you beat her. Yeah, you're rewarded with the badge upon re-entering upon re-entering the gym if you lose to Sabrina in this game.
Yeah,
I don't know why or how this happens. Yeah, that's a thing. So Sabrina's technically completely trivial.
Well,
either way.
All right, I think we've said our. Oh my God,
we've said our due. We've gone over. I mean, basically, the Kanto region in general.
Hopefully, these later parts won't be as long.
Yeah.
So that being said, I'm Nozran.
And I'm Emery. And bonjour, my wonderful viewers. See you in the next video. Yeet.